If you read all of them, something bad happens.
Yeah, you skip 74.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
DJ.
Oh, elevators aren't real.
Thank you.
What are you talking about? Up, down floors are real? Come on.
No, when you get in, the doors close, and then the floor quickly rearranges before they open again.
Mike said, tell Paul to pull up chat before I pasta.
It's gonna,
Thank you, Mike. Welcome back, everybody. We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We will go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then have a brief recap and pick up where we left off last time. Always, and for the foreseeable future, I am Don, and I will be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric.
I'm Zonky Kong, and tonight I have no energy for DJ's shit, and I'll be playing Young Roomba.
What?
You heard me.
Oh, wait a second. I'm Paul. I play Felix Gray, the Eternal? Yeah, I don't think I said that one yet. We got that one.
Okay. Eternal. I'm Glenn, and I got no time for nonsense. I play Vorst.
I'm Shell. I play Thariel.
I'm Sarah. I have time for so much nonsense, apparently, and I play Retor.
And I am... Oh, man. Chris Grimm, and I play... Nezian.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm the Dungeon Master for the City of Oshuamp. When last we gathered, a couple weeks ago, we had a private scene between Thariel and Sabrina during the course of the evening while everybody else was resting. We finished our long rest. Everybody gathered, making the decision to permit the other NPCs of the guild to serve as the vanguard leading the way. And then we had a nice breakfast. Grimdar fucked around with some holes in the wall again, so did Nina. We talked with little orphan Bran. We had some nice swindling. And then we were pressed forward by Thariel, who in the morning seemed dramatically more desperate to get the party moving. Eventually the conversation resulting in Sabrina confessing that she is indeed in need of the blood of Elsith to satiate the growing child within her after her time inside of the Inner Sanctum, and her efforts to protect Thariel resulting in said pregnancy. Everybody was like, hey, that's fucking terrible. Like, we don't really think we should do that. That sounds bad, but in the same vein, like... You know, you also did just kill Corin, and like, shit's bad down here. We don't really know who to trust, and you seem like a not necessarily directly untrustworthy individual, but, you know, you did just kill Corin, so that. She literally ran an orphanage for like 70 years.
Not so bad.
Yeah, but she killed our friend.
She did.
And we're just going to leave out the rest of the details? All right, whatever.
I brought up her pregnancy. Her vampirism, the terrifying hat, which is still in Thariel's possession.
Small cat.
We questioned her about her experience as a child with her first vision, and the parade that was performed in her honor as a young girl, directed by the Brothers of the City. And then Ether had asked if they had said anything during said parade. She took a moment and recollected that one of the Brothers of the City instructed the people watching the parade to chant out, "Hail, for she is risen again, Sabrina, next of Elsith kin." That's where we're picking up. Once again, in the midst of conversation, everybody else is, collecting things and packing up as the other NPCs prepare for setting out in a few moments after all things have been collected. You all are sat around here with Sabrina, who reiterates the phrase to you. And here we are, once again, in the spooky underground.
Do you have any understanding of what that means? That they...
Not in the least. Oh, God. It's gonna be tough. We'll find it.
You got some hot coffee there?
You can just
Not hot.
say who you're
No.
speaking as if that's.
It breaks my immersion. Hello. It is I, Sabrina.
Arthur!
Long ago.
No! Get him! Get her out!
No, I have no idea what that would mean. Again, I was a little girl.
All right. Were you able to see things as a result of your connection with Elseth?
I have no idea. My visions are still something that are outside of my control, direction, or understanding.
Did I know about her visions?
Well. No.
Sabrina, what's the most recent vision you've had?
After the vision I had as a young girl, the visions were no longer just something that I chose for myself. It was during my imprisonment within the inner sanctum, when they harvested my blood to give to another woman who was a seer. She would witness what I would witness. The last vision I had was some 30 years ago.
These visions, were they prompted by something, or was it sporadic that they would react to it happening?
What do you mean?
Um,
Again, they occurred not under my choice.
yes, I mean,
As
what?
a girl?
Yes, when they occurred, obviously not by your choice. Did they just happen, or did the inner sanctum do something that caused them to happen?
To be clear, again, I had one vision as a child, and then many under the direction of the members of the inner sanctum who harvested my blood. My assumption is that it has some correlation with me being brought to near death.
Understood.
The mantle lies fragile now.
I agree with Midna.
I don't know if she gets picked up on the microphones, but the cat is screaming at the door.
Incessantly.
Meow.
She wishes to come in.
Sabrina, this might be hard to ask, but do you recall how much blood they took from you in order to experience these visions?
Some predated my time, as I am now. As a vampire. It changed, and my visions halted after my vampirism. When I was alive, I was brought near death every time. It was why they could not persistently attempt to harvest me for visions. I needed time to become revitalized, one could say. But they were convinced that there was something magical within my blood, something that could, I suppose, only be ascertained. As though my soul itself sought to anchor itself here within this world. But I was never again really given much of an explanation during my years of torture. It was simply torture for their benefit, not for mine.
Sabrina, the work that I do allows me to see beyond the veil, as it were, mostly dealing with people that have passed with souls. But another who studied similarly to myself was able to do this with people that were alive to gain some sort of insight and information into their past.
All right.
Might this be helpful to you at all?
Your methodology? I have no soul.
I understand that, but simply in trying to find what you are looking for.
I do not know whether or not you would be able to ascertain something that is not distinctly of my past. Elsith is not my past. I am simply of her bloodline.
Is there like ancestry thing we can do and try and track her down?
I mean,
Ancestry.com.
we have been meaning to do a website.
Do you have
Website.
access to internet?
I heard that's all a scam. It's just the way that the Inner Sanctum gets samples of blood sent in directly from the phone.
I'm looking over a voice line. Who knows?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done that.
Tune in to Force Conspiracy Podcast.
I don't mean the past of...
Another person?
Yes, simply... If you were taken somewhere upon being brought to this point of death, the boundaries between life and death might have been mixed. At a point, it might at least point us in the right direction.
I'm very confused by what you mean brought to a point.
You said that you believe these visions happened because you were brought to the point of death.
Yes.
You were...
I'm confused, sir, because my physical body would have resided within the inner sanctum.
I see.
So when you say that this man would have been able to show me something, a point that would have brought me to where I was, would I not see myself laid upon a table, being bloodlet?
Unless the visions didn't show you.
I think it would show her, but I think it would show... Perhaps, I understand that currently you do not have a soul, but clearly blood is bound to things that do not have souls still. If you were able to gain visions of Elseth, Elseth presumably does not have a soul either, and yet others are able to see into her past, her memories.
Why do you assume Elsith does not have a soul?
We saw a vision in Felfarthen, dwarven mine, with Elseth and Dumar fighting a very large shadowy dragon.
I have so seen this as well.
Yes. The words that Dumar used as his blood dripped into her mouth has led us to believe that perhaps he was a vampire and she now is.
I cannot say anything for certain on said fact.
I do not wish to have you bear witness to horrific tragedies of your past, but it might be worth a try to at least gain some sort of information on how we can help you.
How do you do this?
Herbs and a bit of blood.
My blood?
Yes.
Certainly.
Is this something you feel comfortable doing?
I think so. I have all of the protective herbs that I have since incorporated into my own rituals to bring all of you along as passengers. That is not something that I did prior to my interactions with Adrian.
Have you huffed vampiric blood before?
I'm gonna say probably not.
Did you say Adrian?
Yes.
Did we huff Adrian?
He wasn't a vampire.
But it wasn't his blood. I flayed his skull.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be safe to say that there's some blood still on said skull when huffing?
Fully cleaned.
You just really
Yeah.
scrubbed it.
Yeah,
Scrubbed
you
the blood
cleaned it
off.
with
Yeah.
like ammonia and
Scrub daddy
Yeah.
over here.
Scrub daddy.
Yes, Adrian. That name is familiar to you.
Yes, a name used by members in the inner sanctum.
Members?
Yes. They spoke of a man named Adrian.
Oh.
It's not a Greg situation.
That's what
We are all Adrians.
that's what I thought she was saying there.
He was at one time in the inner sanctum.
Yes, that would make sense for why they spoke of him.
Yes, he was removed for his heretical nature.
Perhaps I'm thinking of a different Adrian.
I'm sorry.
But the man I knew, well, who was spoken of, I never saw the man directly in person myself. He was sent out for something some 30-odd years ago.
So the inner sanctum is taking people and draining them of their blood. And Adrian was too much for them.
That's not what she's aware of.
Yes, I think she
Yes,
is.
what I'm saying to you is that I do not think that Adrian was necessarily actually expelled, if I am thinking of the same man.
That's,
Sent out on a task.
I was just thinking as well that if the Adrian we know, the things he was doing don't really seem to be that far out of what the inner sanctum would probably want him to do.
What led you to believe that Adrian was sent out or expelled from the inner sanctum? I'm saying to these
To
guys,
them,
not to.
yeah.
Oh,
Who
Believe
told us that?
Iris told us, I think.
Iris told you that he was.
Who is here currently, correct, right?
She's over
Yeah.
packing with the
Oh,
children.
I thought she was over
I think it's
during this
just us.
conversation. I couldn't remember.
I mean, you guys had asked her things, but like, she came over, answered a couple questions, and then it would be like, you guys are talking amongst yourself. I'm gonna skedaddle.
Okay, sure,
We've got
sure.
shit to do.
Sure.
Like, again, we're not here to like hang out in
No,
the
absolutely.
cavern for 8 years.
Yeah.
why not?
I mean,
Please, God.
right?
I believe Iris told us that he was expelled from the inner sanctum.
Perhaps that was the rumor that was spread.
Yes, if he was removed for another reason. Do you know what he was sent out for or by whom?
No, again, there were many names that were mentioned through the course of my times within the inner sanctum, and Adrian is a name that simply stands out to me as a man who was, well, I
Well
guess
liked by the inner sanctum.
well liked, perhaps, difficult to discern. The Heralds of Eternity are eager to find incredibly devoted acolytes who are willing to do whatever it might take to achieve a goal. And I believe that they thought of Adrian as such a man.
The Heralds of Eternity?
Oh, yes.
They sound like a joyful group.
Have you not heard of these individuals?
No.
Oh, that's bad. Forgive me. I assumed you knew.
This is gonna be like the missing puzzle piece.
Heralds of Eternity.
Sorry.
Bunch of dudes
I
named
assumed
Harold.
Thariel knew that you might know as well.
Thariel's been a little quiet.
Yeah.
But she is.
Sariel's been a little busy trying to pull up her backstory.
She is a reserved person. I understand. She as well was just freed from horrific captivity, and
Yes, I
fresh
understand.
scars are hard to keep open.
Yes, of course. I understand a level of trust and things that may not seem important at present time.
I was trying to do that without distracting. Can you give me the donuts, please?
We were just telling me about
I
disclosing
was trying
information.
so
You're like,
hard to be like discreet. Like,
I'm
hey,
like,
can you
I'm
please-
getting there. I gotta figure out what happened. Ah, yes, the Heralds of Eternity.
Yes, the large section called Heralds of
Which
Eternity.
donuts do you want?
The pumpkin ones.
Okay, you didn't use those words. There's 2 boxes of donuts here. You just keep gesturing at them.
Ah, yes, the Heralds of Eternity.
Yep. Yeah, that big section that talks about a bunch of people.
Did not feel comfortable talking about them because they were the underground group that led.
Well, if you haven't talked to us about it in character yet, don't say it. Because
Like she is saying.
Hello, I'm Thariel, in character talking.
Sorry.
Rude, don't cut me off.
As it echoes through the cavern.
Ah, yes, the Heralds of Eternity.
Well.
They were the group that performed experiments on us in the Inner Sanctum.
Scientists.
Yes, one might call them
The
noted
Life of
magicians, sorcerers, artificers, men of many different schools of magic.
Somewhat of a scientist myself.
Oh dear. Interesting.
They
Just need to put this hat on.
The Heralds also spoke of a subsect group within them, known as the Heralds of Ascension.
Jesus Christ, how many fucking brothers,
Heirs
sisters,
of Ascension.
heralds?
Sorry,
Heirs of Ascension.
Heirs of Ascension, my fault.
E-I-R.
H-A-I.
Yes, the hairs of extension. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna label this as the
Spell
cool kids
Ascension.
of the group.
A-S.
The in crowd.
C-E-N-S-I-O-N.
It's not a word I've ever written.
Ascension?
Yeah.
Well, now you have.
It's too late now.
It's begun, Don.
There's no going back.
It's just like tracing the sigil.
Once everybody writes down Ascension, it can begin.
HOA, those guys are commies.
Not the homeowners. Just
Oh, you don't like the gnome on my lawn? Fuck you.
Telling us how we can perform our experiments. God.
They said we couldn't put up gargoyles.
Oh, love
Cannibals.
cannibals. As evidenced by the campaign.
Sabrina,
Yes, hello.
you had said you heard many names while you were in captivity.
Yes.
Does the name Adamus ring a bell?
Yes. I forgot about that name. He's a demon. He's a demon.
My boyfriend.
I once helped.
If you're void, yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
Of recent note.
Oh good.
That should be more of an oh no.
It's convenient.
It was a sarcastic.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Why is it of note?
I heard he was arriving.
He is dead.
Not all things that are dead stay dead, sir.
That's fair.
As evidenced by my existence.
Do we know what he's arriving for?
We? You mean me? No. No.
Yeah.
I understand. No, genuinely. I know only that he was discussed recently and that they were elated for his arrival.
Do you know why they were so excited?
No, they did not openly discuss.
Perhaps he was bringing back what they sent him out to search for. One thing that kind of concerns me, where did Iris get the information that he was expelled from the group rather than sent out to look for something? Perhaps we should talk to Iris about that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you guys are speaking at like a reasonable volume, she by now would have heard her name used a couple times and, take a couple quick steps over. Yes, what did you need? What?
I recently heard about a person you might be familiar with, an Adrian.
Yes, he was a student at the academy.
And he worked for the Inner Sanctum, did he not?
From what I've learned, since my own expeditious retreat from the academy itself, yes, he was a prominent student of a man named Delawin, who was a professor and assisted me with his teachings. Delawin and I were informed that Adrian had dabbled too far into occultish things and was to be expelled from his studies at the academy.
If you don't mind my asking, where did you get that information from?
We received a missive, a letter.
Did it say from who?
I feel like that is a very reasonable thing.
The Heralds of Eternity.
Signed XOXO.
XOXO, Heirs of Ascension.
And also bring your goddamn trash cans in. You can't leave them on the curb.
This is your final warning.
Oh, God. I hope they have names like Karen and Janice.
Father Templeton.
Templeton.
That sounds like a trustworthy chap right there.
He is. Very trustworthy chap.
Insight check. I want to see if she's lying.
Templeton, what's the guy
I'm
from
gonna say you can't just yell that. You gotta roll.
Insight check.
I insight you, and you will tell me.
It's his innocence, dumbness.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's acceptable for you to try
Oh,
to
that's
get a
the wrong
read.
guy.
It's a
Hello.
D12.
Fuck. That's a 10.
I mean, Iris is very matter-of-fact in her demeanor consistently, and she is notable for having a rapidity to her cadence. She did not seem like she stumbled or stuttered whatsoever in the way that she was speaking.
Yeah.
So for everyone else who has also talked abundantly with Iris, it feels like Iris talking the way Iris does.
Yeah, it's password.
So you received this letter stating that he has been expelled from the Inner Sanctum. What led to them sending you that letter? Why would they?
He was a student of Delawin's.
Oh, okay.
I was with Delawin discussing educational services for the, I want to say semester, but like calendar year. Delawin and I were very close friends during our time as professors. And he received the missive, was disappointed that one of his more prominent students was being expelled and also exiled, but he had known that Adrian was fanatical and obsessive about his research and had grown, I guess you could say, in our eyes, disillusioned, somewhat detached from reality.
What type of interests did he show? Do you remember?
Bless you.
Like, did he typically tend to focus on more topics than one? Or?
When Delawin would discuss his research with me, he had become growingly concerned about a blight in different parts of the woods in the north here, and about its spread beyond the Felrast, the southern boundary of the mountain range here into different areas beyond. Early, Adrian was interested in assisting with the analysis of the plant or roots, whatever it might have been that could have been seeping or sapping the life from the fertile soils and grounds above.
Rotting the plants, one might say.
Yes, Adrian became obsessed about this and believed that there was something that served as a singular heart of this spread, and became convinced that he could see someone who told him secrets of this rot. Delwyn and I never saw this figure, but he spoke of it rampantly and was caught by arbiters of the library going into restricted areas and requested specific texts inside the cathedral itself. The cathedral keeps various scrolls of historical content, and Adrian believed that he could advance the research should he be given access to it.
And did he ever describe what this being looked like that he swore he saw?
Oh, he described it as a terrifying figure with the face of a wolf. Humanoid, but the face of a wolf. Ravenous, hungry, and a foul, festering odor given off by it, and a putrid saliva dripping from its maw.
Retort looks uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
And Sabrina said she doesn't have any recollection of any of the visions she saw.
Not that she doesn't have any recollection of them, but that they were not under her control. So it was not like I can make this occur whenever I want. She had one as a child and, an undisclosed number as a young adult. Sorry, middle-aged adult, because of when she would have been taken as a half-elven woman.
I'm assuming Serenity's probably nearby too, right?
Yeah, she's over there chilling with little orphan Bran. He's...
Oh, I've got Bran and Nina.
Oh, that's right, you leashed them.
Yeah, they're leashed. Yes.
Yeah, she'd be looking at little orphan Grimdar as he's just staring at the walls. Come on, Grimdar, pack up. Oh. Rocks. Yeah, Grimdar, you want to pack up some rocks? Oh, okay, grab a kilpo.
Serenity, if you have a moment.
Yeah, she would look over as you call out her name. Certainly. She just looks over at, Luna's like, keep an eye on, She looks at him and is like, oh, fuck me. And he's just like gathering rocks on the ground and like looking at them and then shakes one by his ear and then licks it. And
This kid gets it.
that's good.
No.
Maybe it's salt.
That's all.
Serenity
Nothing
walks
in-
over. How may I help you?
I have a few questions if you feel comfortable comfortable answering them. I know
Perhaps.
during your time in the inner sanctum you were forced to experience visions.
Yes.
Does a vicious, smelly wolf man sound familiar?
It's a woman.
Wolf lady.
We've seen her.
We've
Wolf
met her.
Lady? No. Not that I've ever seen. And Sabrina would also look. No, I've never seen such a wolf creature.
I look nervously at Vorst.
No vision, really.
I just roll my eyes.
Her name is...
And not necessarily relevant to haunting out Elsa.
No, but it could possibly get us answers for something else.
She can't help you anymore.
She's gone. Lost to us at this point.
Like dead?
No.
It's more difficult than that.
Like
I
on a
don't-
vacation?
Right?
Pretty much dead.
So you've heard of the farm, right?
Uh-oh.
She,
She's on a farm.
You
She
the
wa-
glue?
We moved her to a farm upstate.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That
It's
actually.
like the goldfish.
She is trapped, unable to move on. Somewhere in between living and being dead.
possibly still fighting the rotting one.
Unless she is the rotting one.
She's not.
Nope.
She's definitely not.
I've seen the rotting one.
Oh, you've met him.
Unfortunately, yes.
She was afflicted.
She helped me escape.
She was a goddamn hero.
I am curious about what Adrian saw. Was he... What was he like before... Did something happen to make him the way he was?
I mean, yeah, like Iris would just kind of like look off for a moment, like pensively. I mean, he was not so much my student. When you are a student inside of the academy, you are predominantly under the tutelage of one, perhaps two professors directly. Professors that concentrate on certain forms of magic, giving you the opportunity to specialize. There are not really lessons on the general concepts of magic. The academy is there to provide tutelage in specific schools. So Delawin concentrated on some, I concentrated on others, and other professors did other schools. So Delawin was frequently talkative about Adrian. He would say that he was one of his brightest pupils, that he did not seem to have any gaps in his ability to make leaps within logic, meaning when Adrian was open to, or when Delawin would propose theoretical elements of magic, Adrian always was able to find a solution. A very intuitive and crafty person.
There are many parallels between my experiences and what seemed to have been Adrian's experiences.
In life?
Yes.
Oh.
As a student also of Delawin.
Yes, that is...
And I've specifically met Camilla, though I suppose it was Adrian who led us to her in the first place. So I'm quite curious as to what set him down the path that he wound up on.
I had to look at something.
Okay.
And then roll.
We told her all this before,
Yes.
right? This is
Oh,
not
yeah,
new
yeah.
information to her.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, she... You know, like, again, pensive for a moment, pauses, contemplates. I mean, Delawin was always drawn to very curious students. When proposed, or when faced with a problem that does not have a known solution through methodologies of magic, one must become creative in finding a solution. And that was what Delawin's focus was, and I fear that Delawin saw that nature within Adrian and propelled it. Not out of malice or lack of concern, but when witnessing a promising young pupil who might have the answers or create the answers for a problem that has grown for years and plagued your mind, it is hard not to become zealous.
The The message that you received
Yes.
was directed to Adrian.
No, the message was directed to Delawin.
Sorry, Delawin.
Yes, who had to inform Adrian himself that he had been, trying to remember the language.
Expelled.
Oh, no. They did not use that word exactly. They said that his, opportunities with inside the inner sanctum had concluded. And that he would be escorted out of the inner sanctum, I believe, to ensure that he did leave, is my assumption. But someone was to arrive at Adrian's dormitory within the academy to escort him out.
Do you know who was present during that escort?
No, I do not. I did not go to see Adrian or bid him farewell, only Delawin did.
What if it was out of malice?
What was out of malice?
Delawin's pressing Adrian towards this goal.
I do not know. Delawin was always a very formidable man in his keen insight and interests into magic, particularly the nature of magic and magic's properties as it appears in nature.
I only ask because if either of malice or some sort of external pressure that he received from someone else, perhaps either of the two groups that Sabrina informed us of, similar research, I believe, was being conducted with Ritora before he sent you away.
We were studying what we now know as the Widow's Wail, and attempting to stop the plague that was destroying my home.
I do not know how it would have extended beyond the Felrost.
If he was being forced to study this outside of his control, perhaps he sent you away for your own safety because he did not wish for what happened to Adrian with the obsession and the heretical nature to happen to you.
Or perhaps there was bigger things at play.
I'm sorry.
Why would he send me here?
What was Delawin's concentration?
With inside of the schools of magic? Oh, transmutation? And necromancy.
And then I would gesture. And yours?
I concentrate on divination. Almost exclusively divination.
How many teachers were there?
What a combo.
In the academy overall, I mean, some 24.
Okay.
So, Sabrina,
Yes.
I had asked you about Adamus.
Yes.
That is my father.
I'm very sorry to hear.
That is a problem.
Yes, anyone called to the inner sanctum there is concern for.
Presumably, I was meant to go there as well. When I arrived in Oshuamp, I told no one who I was or why I was here. Do you know what the inner sanctum may have wanted me for?
I've never heard the name Nazgrim. Before meeting you, obviously.
Of course.
Serenity. Oh, go ahead. Are you saying something? No. Oh. Serenity.
Yes.
Of the visions you saw or were forced to see,
Yes.
Do you remember seeing Elsith?
Yes.
When was the last time you recall seeing her?
Sabrina's visions concluded, well, as far as when I was the proprietor of them, we were together some 2 years. So I have not had a vision through Sabrina for almost 28 years now.
Do you remember where she was when you saw her? Or the rough idea of where she may be?
When we would see Elsith, we witnessed her in her youth. And in events up to and including the vision that your friends mentioned, her and Dumar fighting off a great dragon. The visions of Elsith. Of the visions of Elsith, only one seemed to occur after said instance. Shortly after said instance, we saw her. She looked at Sabrina, and Sabrina is like, obviously, combination of like pensive and distraught. But Serenity, looks at her, and Sabrina just gives her a small nod of the head. We saw her walking, stumbling. She doffed her armor. We saw her bleeding. We feared that she was dying. We saw her walk towards the keep of Whitehall in the distance before falling to her knees and spitting up black blood. And then we saw her lay down in the snow. And we saw her grab at something, but we're not able to see what she grabbed at. But we saw her hands and her fingers move through and break lines in the snow.
What if the blood of Elsith is not Elsith's blood, but blood like that of Elsith?
I don't know what you mean.
Rather than it being like the direct bloodline of Elsith, what if it's just black blood?
I mean, Sabrina shares the same bloodline, and her blood is not black from what I recall.
Correct.
Right.
I think blood of Elsith means she needs a concentrated solution, essentially, of her blood. It needs to come from the source directly. Because whatever power or thing resides within her, it's most concentrated within her before it's been tainted by other bloodlines. I would assume.
There was a forest nearby. That is all that we know.
Iris, you said you studied divination?
Yes. Predominantly, yes.
Did it have a specific focus as past, present, or future? Or just kind of all the same?
Divination is mostly about foresight and attempting to augur, utilizing forces of nature to divine what might occur. Or to see into other areas of the world that are difficult to get to physically.
Do you think that you know, as well as we do, a lot about Elsith herself? Would it be at all possible for you to try and divine her?
I have tried. Did it Sabrina's request. Well, she was imprisoned. I was unable to find her.
Was there something missing from the formula for you?
To be able to discern or augur a particular individual, you need a reasonable familiarity with it. I do not see, I write. I am the scribe. So what was dictated to me, I do not believe is sufficient for knowing Elsith, the person. Serenity would dictate and I would scribe.
So being able to see somebody
Yes.
previously would help.
Yes.
Felix, can't you do that?
I'm sorry.
Project a picture. Or, like, show somebody someone else's features.
We've
Something
seen
you've
Elseth.
I'm sorry. Wait, there's like 3 people talking to me. What?
Serenity can't perform the seer's task because she's a scribe. She's not.
Iris.
Or Iris, I'm sorry. Because she can't see what Elsith looks like, she struggles to see her in the visions.
Iris has tried divining her and finding her before, but she was unsuccessful because she's never actually seen Elsith.
Yeah, I'd walk up to Iris with the leash children. And I'd show her the program delusion.
Very good. Yeah.
I'd let the whole thing play out too. Like really, like
Yeah.
a little bit of us bullshitting at first, and
Yeah.
like let it extend to
Yeah.
the bullshit after.
Where's the fast forward
Oh,
button?
so she gets to see the stone dildo. Nice!
I will ask, because it has been a while, for a general intelligence check on that.
All right.
Or if you have a modifier for history, I would permit it to be a history ability check in particular. Because it is the ability to recant a memory off of exact verbatim detail.
That's an 18.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, pretty thoroughly accurately you convey and project the memory as far as you recall it. Going through the situation, playing out the program delusion, she seems like she is at first very confused by this projection telepathically given to her within her imagination. But then...
I don't know if you wanted me to specify that I would have to approach her and
Yeah,
make
touch on that.
contact,
Yeah, she wouldn't stop you. Yeah, no, she would look incredibly confused and bewildered at first, as though this is not anything that she has ever experienced before. But then her curiosity would overtake her in regards to the content of what she's seeing. And...
Wait, really? Didn't I project laugh?
Oh, sorry, you're right. You did
Okay.
to her, yes.
I was gonna say, password?
Yeah, fair. Boars. Who knows?
Get her!
Snow is good. Grease
Yeah,
is
no,
snow.
at the conclusion of the vision, she would look around at everybody and, yes, this very accurately mirrors what Serenity dictated to me and I wrote down many years ago. From a different perspective, I suppose. We saw it through Elsith's eyes. So we did not necessarily see Elsith. We saw through her.
Who were we looking through from that vision then?
It was one of the dwarves?
Mm-mm.
No, we saw both of them.
Wait,
Was it laugh?
we only ever saw the dragon's hands. Oh no.
I mean, you saw him in the distance,
Yeah,
like
he
as
came from
a...
the
But
sky.
weren't they like pixelated because shadows can't see themselves?
I mean, he laugh specifically was predominantly pixelated as it was in the distance, but
Okay.
yeah.
Gotta turn that resolution up.
Yeah, no, you saw Elsith whole,
It was all we none of us
Jamar
could see
whole
it.
in the distance, keep
True.
being destroyed, dragon on top of the tower at the keep.
Yeah, we saw
And then-
Durgan, Dumar, and Elsa
Yes,
fall for
yeah.
like.
And you
as
saw
if we were
Durgan
there.
die and then Dumar be clawed and dying, pull out a mode of magic.
Well, if we saw Elsith and you saw through Elsith's eyes, who is the additional person?
We saw only Dumar and Durgan.
It's not good. What are you talking about? It's fine.
Is it possible to trap a memory?
trap a memory.
It's the only thing that I can think of right now. Almost like it was a still plucked out of time.
Perhaps.
And where did they get it from? I thought this was a play of sorts. A fable. Or folklore. But from what it seems, this is an actual perspective of something that happened. So where did this come from? And why was it in Felfarthen?
We know that there is a 9th school of magic. Perhaps there is something to do with that school that allows you to see things that occurred from no one's perspective. Just from the perspective of time.
Divination and chronomancy.
Yes.
Or
Yes,
maybe
I mean, it is common in divination to scry upon other areas in which you place a temporary sensor that is able to ascertain sensory perception within an area, but I cannot do this at different points in time. I can only do this at different locations in the present.
is it possible to omit or redact a person's presence in those?
Again, I would have no idea. I mean, there are obviously methodologies used to magically obscure yourself. Invisibility is a spell.
Perhaps what we saw in Felfarthen was something that was scried upon by
Hello.
someone in Felfarthen.
What?
Can you get like noticed through that? Like if you're looking at somebody called scrying,
Yeah.
like, can you get seen back though?
No.
Well, that's good.
You see me like this.
Perhaps someone was watching. This did take place right outside.
What took place right outside?
That vision, did it not take place outside of Felfarthen?
Do not know. I mean, we know that there was a forest. There are many forests here in the north.
Wasn't the castle in the background different?
Yeah, she was facing. I'm assuming she was up against a tree, so she was probably facing the forest.
Did that castle look
Right.
anything like the one that Nazgrim fell in?
It was Whitehall, wasn't it?
Whitehall is the one that is described in the vision.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Whitehall was, as they saw it in the distance, white stone.
Okay. Just so I understand this correctly,
Yeah.
she had trouble seeing Elsith because she did not know what Elsith actually looked like.
Iris cannot scry on Elsith because she doesn't know what Elsith looks like, yes.
Okay.
Now she does.
She does now,
Presumably.
presumably.
I'm gonna kneel down in front of Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina, I have a task I would like to ask of you, and if you do not feel comfortable with it, I would never force this upon you like the Inner Sanctum did.
All right.
But in an attempt to try and save you and the child in which you carry,
Uh-huh.
would you be willing to give some of your blood to Serenity to try and see where Elsith is?
I mean, certainly I do not know whether or not a vision would work. My visions concluded after my vampirism.
But
I think Iris can scry on her now, having seen her, though.
That is a big ask of Serenity as well. You've only just met.
no, I haven't. I know Serenity.
How long have you known Serenity?
Long enough. Serenity helped to keep me hidden before we were taken back to the Inner Sanctum. That's why I know these mines. We were stowaways, essentially, taking refuge here after we fled the Inner Sanctum, and unfortunately they were able to find us again.
Yes, I've known Thariel roughly 8 years.
So I do know her as
Tis us who just met her.
I've been here for years. What are you guys talking about? No, but Sabrina, I know it's a bit of an ask, and again, assuming that Serenity and Iris are also okay with this, I would not force them to do anything that they...
My concern is that for me to have a vision, I must be brought almost to death. And I am already quite lacking in my constitution.
We should allow Iris to do what she does best first and see what we can get out of that.
Sure. You would be so inclined?
Yeah, I mean, Iris looks around and is like, I mean, this is a thing that I can attempt to do. I mean...
Is there anything that you need to help amplify?
No, I mean, scrying, I would need to know where she is, and I don't know where she is. I can try to send a message to her, now that I have, I guess you could say, seen her. If she is still on this plane, she should receive said message. But, that would, I suppose, be the starting point.
If you had a rough idea of where she may be, would that help?
Possibly, but then the scrying sensor would be placed there.
Mm.
And if I'm not in the correct area, it would be, well, a waste of my magic.
Fair enough.
Is it safe to contact her?
I have no idea.
Was she... What was she doing in the inner sanctum? Did she escape like you all did?
Who?
Elseth.
I mean, Elseth would not have existed inside of the inner sanctum.
So would she predate the inner sanctum?
Yes, Elth's history is approximately 8,000 years old. She far predates...
And we hope to find this person alive?
I don't think she's human. The fact that her blood is so magical, I would assume...
Tasty.
She's
Oh.
definitely a vampire.
We know of at least one
Definitely maybe.
life-extending relic that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say there aren't others?
Begin to trace. How hard is the ground?
I mean, it's clay, so, like, there's a bit of a firmness to it, but if you actually, like, dug your finger, you'd be able to get, you
Okay,
know...
well, I'll use my polearm to try
Sure.
and start tracing around Iris
Mhm.
some abjuration symbols.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and start constructing a circle of abjuration. Well, thanks, Felix. Much appreciated.
I'll just continue to...
Yeah.
What happens also if we do find Elseth and she's not willing to comply?
At least we can say we tried.
Very true.
And if she's hostile?
At least we can say we tried.
Well, we won't
If
be
there's
saying
any-
that. We'll probably be dead.
Yeah, if there's any of us left to say it.
You said that they can't see us if you try and see them, right?
That's only for scrying. Sending, I believe they can talk back, correct?
They can respond.
Yes,
Do we have
It
any?
doesn't give away where you are unless you say so.
it does not.
Exactly.
Do we have any inclination to lead us to believe that she would be hostile?
We're also assuming that Elseth knows where she is.
Isn't it part of lore that she's like? It's part of the lore of her is that she's in possession of the coronet, right?
She
Or no?
was seen holding it in the vision that you guys saw inside of Felfarther.
Like 8,000 years ago.
8,000 years ago. So, like,
Maybe she feels better now that I have.
yeah, like, we're going
Huh?
back to,
Huh?
Is it
you know, dawn of, like, Sumerian culture.
yours is made
From where we are now.
Yeah.
Like, again, this is a legitimately
Sumerian.
ridiculous time.
This is like talking about
Wait,
what
is that
Tutankhamun
after or
did.
before
Yes.
Babylon? Wait, hold on, Babylon was first, right? So
They're
it's like 10.
contemporary.
We're also assuming that Elseth knows where Elseth is.
At least if we can reach her, we can say that we've reached her. We can kind of go from there.
Hello, we're calling you about your soul's extended warranty.
Pretty much like that.
I mean, listen, it's well past due. We gotta find
I got a deal for you.
I mean, Iris is willing to assist in whatever way she can, and if it is attempting to send a message, we'll acquiesce.
I'm
But
smashing the motherfucking message button.
yeah, like you guys have 25 words. You gotta tell me what you all want to say, because she's gonna be like, "Hi, what's up? How are you?
What's up?
Where are you? By the way, it's me, Iris, lady you've never met.
I got it.
Can I buff your armor?
Can
You
I
up?
buff your armor?" Yeah. So like,
ASL?
genuinely, that's something for you all to
I mean,
decide.
listen.
You up?
Like, we don't have an idea. I'll send
Winking
my
face.
own 25-word message for what Iris would communicate.
Elseth was not the chosen. She was. We know that, don't we?
Oh, yeah, the nicknames? Right?
Yeah.
Well, Elseth is a nickname.
But
Elseth is her name.
and so Ostador was the
Jeez.
lucky.
I
He's not
thought
one
it
of the
wasn't.
Dawn
No.
Heroes.
They changed. The idea was that the names are
Like,
different.
Ostador's
Oh.
name
Yeah,
means
like-
effectively the fortuitous one.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like Dumar's name is
Demar is the
Aegis.
Aegis.
Yeah.
Right.
Demar, Durgan, what?
Nope. You
Was
forgot? Nope.
You forgot? What was that?
Yep.
How bud?
Yep.
Nope. I got
Did
the title
we-
now. It's fine.
Did we once know what Elseth's was?
You know what else this is? She is the chosen.
Look at me go.
Did you say she wasn't?
You said she wasn't.
Look at you getting it wrong
No, I said she
while
was
attempting to get it right.
50-50.
Nope, you said
You were.
And
It was
then-
no,
you
and then you
said,
were like, "Wait a
we
second."
know
It's
she
yes
was
or
not.
no.
I
Don't
second
we know
guess-
that?
I second
Okay,
guessed
okay,
myself.
okay.
Yeah.
I think I said no as well. I was like, I don't know.
But yes, she is the chosen.
We should probably mention an ancestor of some kind.
I hate starting these. I always. Dear Elsie.
My dearest.
Mama.
Mama Elsie.
Whatever we craft, can I attempt to make it old timeier?
Sure.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Dear great. We ran out of words, guys.
I'll send another message. Great.
She's
Great.
You just get back to the
She's
first
like,
one.
what the fuck?
I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
We could put in an attempt to save your. What's the opposite of ancestor?
Descendant.
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 An attempt to salvage your bloodline.
And child.
We're trying to reach you about your blood's extended
I would just say
warranty.
descendant. And their unborn
Just say
child.
and baby.
And baby.
And newest addition.
In an attempt to save your descendant and their child
And baby, I think. is-
Baby.
We
And
need all the
baby.
words we can get.
and their baby.
Just and baby.
And baby.
And baby. And baby.
I
sorry.
shortened it.
We need to write this down.
Yeah.
In an attempt to reach you about your soul's extended warranty and baby.
Alright, so in an attempt
an
to
extended
save
warrant.
your descendant
And
and baby.
Well, it's not her baby.
You could just say save your bloodline.
We'll just leave it at descendant. I feel like descendant's like
It's
Because that's playing on her humanity, that it's more like personified, that it's a person, not like just your birthright and your bloodline is in danger.
Descendants.
I mean, birthright's a.
Ooh,
Descendants.
descendants. There you
Yeah.
go.
We'll just take out the
We
baby altogether.
understand
And baby. If we have extra words, we are adding and baby.
No, we're gonna add what's up.
What's up, baby?
we desperately need your help.
Desperately seek your aid.
Okay. We're at 13.
I hope this message is starting with, "Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear."
We're getting there.
Can those be free words?
Say it fast enough. It's one word.
Where are you? Please help.
We'd like some of your blood, thanks.
Yeah, so if you have 7 more words.
I don't think we need.
Like some of your blood. Thanks.
I have 15 if we don't include please help.
Time is of the essence. It's 5 words. That should probably be in there somewhere because this is a time-sensitive matter.
Yeah, time is of the essence.
I'm sure the
Godspeed.
8,000-year-old woman's gonna care a lot about time.
It's for this person, not her.
Show mercy.
Got nothing old timey for that. Weep against you.
How's it going, Dom?
Good.
Studying. The dawn.
With
will
please
rise
help, we have
again.
25. Without, we have 23.
Without please help.
Yes.
I feel like please help and show mercy shows that we're pretty desperate and we need it. So like, I don't want to be like, you look.
I don't know that we're that desperate.
Me and Sabrina are desperate. We need to save that child.
I'm gonna open with, I was once an ordinary man.
From not the inner sanctum.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Not police.
25 words. Elseth, in an attempt to save your descendants, we desperately seek your aid. Where are you? Time is of the essence. Please help. Show mercy.
And baby.
I'm fine with that. I don't know if anybody else wants to change anything or add anything, but I'm fine with that.
I'm a man of few words.
We could get rid of please help and put be specific. Or get rid of show mercy.
I don't know. I think
If she just says, I am underground, that is not immensely helpful to us.
She just says that 25 times.
But specifics are helpful
Underground.
instead of please help or
Be specific, you mean?
yeah.
Be specific, show mercy.
Roger. Elsa here.
Okay, so time is of the essence. Specifics, please. Show mercy.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with
The
that.
fuck is you talked about? Because that's all
They
one
don't
word.
say.
Did Balor narrate the vision
Yes.
that we saw?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
He was.
That's
Like he
that's
was
whose
there.
perspective
So
it was.
he's the
Yeah.
pervert.
It's
Oh, he's
he was there when the magic was written.
I don't know what that means, but that's what I got. That's
He was probably scrying.
Yeah.
I'm not a character. He was probably scrying.
Or he was just
I think he said,
there.
I'm not a character.
Yeah, he's a
Sorry,
pervert.
like, what are you?
He's not a dwarf.
He's a time pervert.
He's a time pervert.
Time pervert.
One of them time perverts? The fuck? That guy was awfully judgy for being a fish fucker.
Did we try shuffling those letters around?
What letters?
Balor. Balor.
That's
Well,
not.
it's
Labor?
labor.
It's a demon. A demon was being summoned when we ran.
Ray Lob.
It's very few letters. I don't think we're gonna find.
He was eating the
I don't think
silver
we're gonna
sword
find
made of
I am a
souls.
traitor in the name. The 5 letters.
That would really
There it
is,
is.
actually,
His
though.
last name.
Well, yes, that
Rita
is.
lives in a
Balor
sword
traitor.
You're never alone.
The labor
The labor
traitor.
traitor.
He's a commie.
He's
Who's
a
a scab? Who? Where?
No, if he's a labor trader, he's a scab.
Yeah, true.
A scab.
Yeah.
Get him
Does
out
a labor
of here.
trader means he's just in the union?
No, it means he crossed the picket line to
Oh,
work at a place
congrats,
that they're
yeah.
striking.
Bastard. Son of a bitch.
So you got your 25 words?
Yes.
All right.
Hope you don't regret any of
As she goes to send, I will stay next to her
Like-
in case anything happens.
We
Inside
reread
of the
the
circle?
message.
No!
Emotion!
I would not like to share the pain.
Damn it.
Unless she suggests it, no.
No, when you finish tracing like a very primitive, abjuration protective circle, like she sees you standing aside and says, "Thank you. I don't know what protection this provides, but I appreciate the effort."
I would also.
Drop the circle.
I would cast guidance on her.
Thank you. Very much appreciated, Ethan. Anyone else, anything before I do this incredibly treacherous and dangerous thing?
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary.
All right.
If anything odd happens.
Actually, yes. One more thing.
Oh, yes.
You
Hi,
just go,
that's
you
good.
got it!
I'll do my best.
Smite.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on her.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna cast resistance on her.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna cast divine smite on her.
Yes! Wow! Now you're getting it.
Maxed it, baby. You can add 4 to whatever saving throw she needs to make after this.
Anybody else?
I would just say to her, if anything odd happens, let us know immediately.
Will do my best.
Fuck. Could I technically... I guess I'd get... No, I'll get in this circle. I'll get in the
Aw.
circle.
Are you
And
gonna
then
Are you gonna hitch a ride on a rain?
I'll establish a connection.
Sure.
Similar to how I used ether as a grounding totem.
Yes. Okay.
Use the stirrups for the brain ride.
I mean, YOLO. I pull the children in too.
Get over here, Brad.
Both of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why though?
Wait, you brought the kids in?
Yes.
Would you like?
And you have Bran and Nina, correct?
Correct.
Better safe than sorry.
What if we
I
need
need the third
sacrifices?
one.
Why are you bringing the children?
What if you need sacrifices?
Do you want us to
Why are
take
you sacrificing the children?
those?
I ignore them. If you're genuinely asking me, I'm ignoring you.
Oh, okay.
Iris is sufficiently motherly. She would look at the kids. Please put them outside.
I will.
In case it is genuinely dangerous, I would not want to risk either of them.
I'll hold the leash out.
I'll take.
As you take them, I'll look at her and into her mind. I'll say, "They're not children." I mean, I'm already touching her temple, so I'll show her what I saw a few moments ago.
What did you see, Paul?
Yeah, she
We don't
None
know.
of our business.
We don't know.
She
I
would
know.
be very confused.
You know the 3 kids in an overcoat? It's that backwards.
Green overcoats and a child?
Grimdark might have eaten 3 overcoats. Let's be honest.
I think Grimdar. I think Grimdar is Pika.
That was a good one.
He can digest them. He's fine.
What's up with the leg on the
Yeah, so I'd show her.
Yeah, she would look very...
So, I mean, I guess she would get the visage of the entire area, including them.
Yeah, she would look very confused. We'll talk about that. We have to.
I'll just nod.
Okay. Anything else before we do this?
Good luck.
I'll pull my flask out and hold it out to her if she wants any.
Fuck it. Thanks, Worst. What is this?
Brown stuff.
I don't want to drink shit right now.
I just start to go.
Right now?
The good brown stuff from downstairs.
Oh, whiskey.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, you know. Down the hatch, here's to death.
It's probably a long shot, but
Yes.
was Sabrina's blood only used because of her connection to Elsith, or does just powerful blood help to see?
Specifically because it is connected to Elsith, but you are also correct in that powerful blood is beneficial.
Please don't drain me to death.
I'm not a vampire.
That's fair. I mean, either were the
Yeah.
Brotherhood, allegedly. But
We don't know that.
I'm now just sweating a little bit more.
would my blood provide any assistance?
Glistening.
In staying in UK?
So get my
but thank
flask
you.
back on
I do
your
appreciate
back.
your commitment to assisting and
You're a
protecting us.
child, but whatever.
Well,
Me.
Felix, are you ready?
Quick question.
Yes, Nesgrim.
I hope she kills us.
Are there people in the inner sanctum that can do what you're getting ready to do now?
Scry, yes.
That's
And
what they were bleeding out super.
And they use blood for this.
No,
My father can scry. It's not impressive.
scrying is a common magical spell with divination.
Sure, but with the addition of blood.
There's no blood being added here.
I'm just like, we're just standing in a circle.
She offered blood, and I said no, thank you.
Well, that powerful blood would make it more effective.
What?
Was that not a conversation?
Yes, it was, but it's not in reference
Not
to what
for
we're doing
scrying.
now.
Not for scrying.
Right.
For the visions,
Th-
yes.
This is
no.
this is the plan. That was a part of the backup plan.
Gotcha.
Yes. The relation of what they did with blood was not the spell scrying. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
She is attempting to cast sending, and then, if capable of knowing where she is, cast the spell scrying, which doesn't require blood.
Understood.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyone else? Anything?
I'm ready to take sane psychic damage again.
Same. Oh boy. All right.
I have something for this, surely, right?
Don, can you? Did you write it down?
I did.
Yeah. Can you rip it out for me?
I can.
Because I would assume we would have given her parchment that would have said this, so she is able to
Yes.
actually go about this as verbatim as you would like. Thank you.
I also really
Oh, we changed it from that. We changed it from that.
I just rewrote it.
Well,
Change
you
it.
would see Iris pull out her spellbook, and for the spell sending, it requires.
Does she have any juicy shit in there?
I mean, she would open up.
She got.
I mean, she has specific pages for
Is there
singular
smut?
spells. I mean, of course. At the front, there's like, you know, the kids that would like fucking fake read a book and hide a magazine in the front of it. She like opens her spell book and it's like, oh no, don't worry.
That's what she was looking.
Just a spell book. Yeah, spell book. There you go.
She opens the front and it's the book that spiked your brain earlier.
Well, you kept it.
She does have hiding the emperor at the very top.
Yes.
It's a short story. But yeah, no, I mean,
It's just the last page.
like the spell book can, or her arcane focus can comprise instead for the piece of fine copper wire. So I mean, she just takes a moment and recites a brief incantation to herself, makes gestures in the air and traces a rune for evocation, and then quietly whispers your message. Elsith, in an attempt to save your descendants, we desperately seek your aid. Where are you? Time is of the essence. Specifics, please. Show mercy.
There's no roll there, huh, bud?
Nope, she's
No.
not on a different plane.
All right.
Wow.
Gonna visit Elsa.
Hooey, Rick.
I think she would not know. You would hear as well inside of Iris's mind
Right.
an echoing voice, as though it is very acoustically amplified, as almost inside of like an antechamber, like booming and filling Iris's head and filling yours as well. I am everywhere. I am nowhere. I change with the seasons. But finding me within will bring you to me. The me that is left here. Iris would then recant that to all of you.
I am everywhere, I am nowhere, I change with the seasons. Finding me...
Within will bring me to you.
Bring you to me.
That's it.
Is she in a tree? Trees change with the seasons.
I mean, Iris would shrug. I have no idea.
We do know of a man who can go into trees.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Who
Iris
can go
shrugs.
into trees?
Iris shrugs.
Edelstein.
You can
can't
only
go
go
in.
into the one tree.
Just the one specific
I
tree.
thought that was because of Melithel.
They cast a spell on it.
That is a man who can go into a tree.
He's a... Never mind.
How does a person be in a tree? I know how to climb them.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I am everywhere, and I'm nowhere. Correct?
Which is very South Park-esque. That's why I laughed.
I change with the seasons. Finding me within will bring you to me.
Tree wouldn't make sense for the first part.
Stars. Constellations change with the seasons. They're everywhere.
Okay, let's say it again. I am everywhere, I'm nowhere, I change with the seasons.
Finding me within will bring you to me.
And we know that people have stars in them.
Yeah, but how do we find a
And then I
star?
think what is left of me was at the end.
Yeah.
The me that is
What
left
is the
here.
me that is left here?
Bring you to the me that is left here.
What? How does one find a star within?
I mean, has anybody moved any stars around recently?
We used to know someone who
No,
did.
so
Just gonna look at my shield.
Mhm.
You said your shoe. I'm like, why is there?
I'm so glad we did this in a cavern and we can't look at the sky, everyone.
Mhm.
Oh,
If that is the answer.
The only thing I could think is find me within. Is like maybe if there's a star within Sabrina.
There's stars within all of us.
she was human, right?
Which was.
Sabrina? She was
Elseth.
Elseth, yes, was a human woman.
you might not be wrong with Tree.
But everywhere and nowhere?
Well,
I mean, even stars, I guess, are.
I'll turn to Yalumlo and into his mind I'll ask him, there aren't any Akorum within everyone, are there? Like there was never the one Akorum.
It would be incongruous with what you were educated on.
Right. Not everyone.
I was just point at Retora.
Yeah, there we go.
Bring her into this.
Do Eladrin not also change with the season?
Yes, but she was human. She was not an Eladrin.
Yes. She was, at least. Obviously,
I mean, I was born an Eladrin. I did not turn into
of
one.
course. I'm just pointing out things that do change with seasons.
How many
Perhaps
Eldrin?
you are the... If we are all tied to some strange prophecy, perhaps you are the Elseth within this group.
Melithel and Melicy both had stars within them.
I have a more pragmatic question. When Eldrin breed with humans, what do the offspring look like?
I don't know.
A tree.
Damn.
Probably like half elves. We were pretty secluded people.
I mean, I'll turn to Iris.
Sorry.
I'll repeat the question.
Oh, when an Eldrin breeds with a human? That's a very good question. I do not know if there is an instance of this. I would assume they would take upon the traditional half-elven appearance with shorter elven ears.
Then again, half-elf human. What do half-elves and humans look like? I'm assuming we've seen them.
Yeah.
They appear human.
They would appear slightly more human, but they would still typically adopt at least minorly elven features. Small pointed ears. As for the Eladrin blood, I do not know whether or not the half-elven would still change with seasons.
I would assume some would and some wouldn't.
Possibly. It might not then be tied specifically to seasons.
Just don't know whether we have to be specific.
You mentioned the prophecy.
Nowhere.
Yes.
The prophecy, the heroes in said prophecy, it's always changing.
Yes.
Everybody's destined to take up a different part of the helm.
Yes.
With the seasons?
Maybe we don't look within the bloodline, but I think you're onto something with looking within the person that fills those shoes. And almost literally, you change with the seasons.
Yes.
It is literally, yes.
Yes.
Give me her.
Give me the curse dagger.
No.
You also
How
do talk
one-
to trees.
How
Only on occasion.
You can talk to trees. You could talk to trees.
is anyone able to do a blood test while we're here?
Yeah, Felix
Back
has-
away from that one.
Felix pulls out his little chemistry kit. Yes, I can actually.
I've
run
got a
diagnostics.
knife we can
The
use.
the centrifuge.
Is there...
Send some blood into the inner sanctum.
I mean, I could just mystic hand a centrifuge.
I'll have your blood work.
There's no
back
speed
within
cap,
half
bitch.
hour.
I can do it.
Welcome to LabCorp.
Is there any plant life in here that is not
The one
evil,
toothed tree.
horrible?
You've not seen much plant life on the
Yeah.
underground here.
I know.
I specifically took speak with plants in the off chance that we might come across plants, but the only one we found so far
Yeah,
is a
that's
real spooky tree
Bring
that
it
might
back.
also be a tooth.
We gotta go back.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to that.
I thought about it, considered it, and then John made that face, so I didn't.
How does one check lineage? Could I taste the Elsin in Sabrina's blood?
Oh my god.
well.
You're
because-
one of that perverts.
Well, taste Here's the problem.
You're a blood pervert.
Like
Blood
a wine
pervert.
taste.
Yeah,
like
We got time perverts.
It's
We got
gotta
blood
eat
perverts.
We have soul
Elsa in
perverts.
I'm very Elsa on the back end.
I mean, I
We have brain perverts.
I'm not a brain pervert. Get out of
I
here.
would say
Literally, it
that
says mind thrust.
blood is not sufficiently comparable to something like wine because it is not aged with supplemental flavors or aromatics to be added in. Blood is simply blood.
Sure.
So for you, genuinely, like the efforts to do some kind of ancestry test with it, I would say would be nigh impossible.
Okay.
you're welcome to try.
Yeah, again, you're welcome to
Well,
try.
these are here,
If
but-
you're welcome to try, that means nat 20s are on the table.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to try. I would say, like, even with a nat 20, it's like tastes like good blood. Like,
That's good blood.
You'd
good
be
blood.
happier with the quality of the blood.
Fresh perverted blood.
Like,
And
you'd be able to discern like whether or not they're like ill or something potentially. Like, I'm fine with giving you more of the
you have to start your
comparable
blood
way
decks.
for like a dog that can sniff diabetes or cancer. Like, I
Quick
give you
cholesterol
more
I
can
test.
do that?
You gotta practice.
Well, I mean,
She's significantly older than
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Like, she got
Who is?
worse.
Vitora.
Victoria is not significantly older.
But is
Sabrina is about 100 years old. She is about 120. So, like, a little bit.
who's your parents? Do you know their names?
I take as she starts
Mommy
questioning her.
and
I take the leash back from Matora.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna start
know my
drawing a
parents.
tree and
Mom
just do the.
Tora.
Mom Tora and
And Dad
Tora.
Oh my god!
Family tree.
Oh, please.
Thank
You
you.
can speak to plants.
Uh,
Does Sabrina show up on your? Sabrina, what's your mom and dad's name?
I never knew my parents.
God fucking damn it!
She was an orphan.
That is genuinely why she was so invested in caring for orphan children.
And then I'll look at Iris and I'll just gesture at the two that I have on the leash. Not orphans.
What does Sabrina look like again?
Sabrina is a half-elven woman with blonde hair and blue eyes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Pale skin.
I'm gonna go collect Grimdar as well.
I don't remember
That's just dragging.
Full of rocks.
Oh,
my parents' names.
I ate a lot of rocks.
Would
He's also got a hammer.
Great.
can't remember if it was Iris or Serenity that said that they are able to see predominantly in the future. But
Iris can augur things, and that is not necessarily you witness events in the future. It's you get a feel about whether or not things would go well or poorly.
Okay.
Or neutrally, because that's how the spell works.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way we can make the connection with the family bloodlines.
You know what the outcomes for augury are called, Don?
Prophecies?
Oopsie, bad
wheel and
times.
woe.
Wheel and woe? Great.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the way you read things.
Is wheel and woe.
Mhm.
Like it's either a wheel or a woe? Like is wheel positive, is woe bad?
Wheel positive.
W-E-A-L.
It's really good.
Oh,
not like a
okay.
wheel.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
It's really good and like, whoa.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Sure.
Yes.
Do Victoria and Sabrina look anything alike? I know the
I'm a
hair's probably
divination
different,
wizard.
but no.
I mean, they have
I'm
comparable
really good
elven
at it.
features. I mean, like again, Sabrina has, you know, half elven-ish length ears.
I would probably look closer to you than to her.
Correct.
Sister.
Ritora, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
You are an Eladrin as well as Melathael and Melicy,
Yes.
and are you not also the same type of druid?
No.
Un-
No, I'm not. They turn into stars. I can turn into a bear often.
I mean, there's
Mostly
circle
bears.
words.
Circle of the stars.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
Circle of the Moon.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's great.
They
That's
can do-
great.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot see
Painting a
what they
beautiful
did.
night
Great.
sky up here,
Uh-huh.
Don. Don't
And we're
worry
still in
about
the
it. I've got
cavern.
my-
Johnny,
I've got my
Go!
moon.
Do you have my parents' names? I can't find it anywhere.
It's weird that they're right
I
in
could
front of
have.
me.
I could have sworn we had this discussion. I cannot
Give
find
me
that
your parents'
information.
What? What are you shitting? Huh?
I'm going back
It
to
does,
like
like,
don't worry
years
about
of,
it, hold
of messages, and I can't
Go ahead.
find it.
I'm not worried.
It might not really matter though, because if we don't know Sabrina's family, doesn't
Yeah,
mean
Oh,
probably
I
anything.
not.
have it actually like in a breakdown.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I gotta talk to the not children.
Do the three overcoats and a child?
I have to wear. I have to talk to the three overcoats.
Mother is
Like-
Jarcel and father is Vetheveer.
Featherview.
Why?
Sounds like a type of material, like, oh, it's real Featherview.
It's real.
It's real
Vetheveer.
Vanilla. It's real Vetheveer.
Are you
That's
able
like
to
a
put that in the
villain name
Ritor
that I would've
information
picked.
Discord?
Yeah. I'll have to do that.
You don't have to
when
do it right now,
I
but
get home because it's in your timeline one.
timeline? Maybe it is in there, and I just missed it.
It's
then.
all the way at the bottom. I literally copy and pasted what you had sent me for your message.
Okay.
This way I had that.
You're just a mystic. There's no
I would
subclass or
say their
anything
names
to
when I
that.
was asked.
Yeah.
I know that time has
yes,
passed. I
Jarcel and Vetheveer.
don't know if
not
anybody would
No,
recognize
they
any, either of
there's
those
no
names,
subclass
but
to that, right?
Yes, Wujen.
Bujen.
It's elements.
they're hermits, so.
I already
Yeah.
have two of them. I have four sons
Why?
rather.
Why were they hermits? What were they hiding from?
They weren't really hiding. We had our place in the Avith Woods and didn't really leave. I left. Well, I got kicked out, but
Sings.
Sisters?
but we're not actually. Pretty sure we're not. I think I know who your family is.
Him?
But
Because he was older.
Yeah, predominantly. But like the sisters would have been like, no.
What if what Elsith was saying, I'm everywhere, I am nowhere, I change with the seasons, is magic?
Probably kicked out.
Does magic change with the seasons?
Maybe not magic, but the weave? Well, I don't know that Nesgrim would know to phrase it that way, but
Nesgrim would not conceptually understand the weave.
very fair. What if she means magic?
Yeah.
We've been in places where magic is different. We've seen days where magic acts differently.
I feel like that's so
possible.
substantial, the bit about the weather, that I feel like it would be something a bit more obvious.
Those are just pockets of magic. It's not time dependent. It's space dependent.
We could
Correct.
technically say the
Well-
temperature, but I mean,
I get.
Cast druid craft and make an orb with the weather.
Yeah, you can see outside right now. It's snowing pretty heavily.
I have this, but
Done magic.
it's not quite time magic. This is happening right now.
I feel like it was 24-hour forecast.
Now is not a time.
Can you make a plant grow with druidcraft?
A little bit, not much, but yes.
Could you grow a plant and ask it?
What are you? Where's
I pull out a table from nowhere.
They spin around the pencil.
The plant has makeup on now.
Now that hurt.
I can't grow a plant from nothing. I need a seed or
a tree?
it's
We're not growing.
I tug on Bran.
Hey, what do you need? What do you got?
I need you to be a tree.
Into his mind, I'll say a seed.
Can I see? Cardamom.
What did he say?
Cardamom.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a plant guy, so I have no. You,
It's a spice.
you can say these things. I have no clue.
Allspice. Anise.
I'll kind of do this so I keep going.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, herbal, fruity, nice smell. Okay.
I smell.
Yeah, pulls out a little seed from his pocket.
I'll just float it
Over
over
to
to
you.
Smell this pumpkin.
just a mystery seed,
No, it would look like a pumpkin seed.
a pumpkin seed.
Smells good.
Pumpkin patches.
Yes.
Turn it into a carriage. We can ride off like
100%
Cinderella.
the
We're
pumpkins
trying
would
to make
fucking
this-
sound like Grimdar.
Hey, yeah, I now have Grimdar with unleashing him up as well. I'm unleashing all three of
We're
them.
making this Undercity and Underhome starting with
Like, if plants have levels of intelligence, a pumpkin is dumb.
I don't know.
That's why people watch them.
Hey.
They're the rocks of plants, okay?
So
Cast
confirmed.
druid craft on this
Pumpkin
seed.
Yeah. I mean, you see it sprout out like the vine-like topping and fills out like a beautiful gourd in front of you and got a little pumpkin. About yay big. Yeah, little pumpkin guy.
So they have a face.
So it doesn't pop like a popcorn kernel.
Perhaps you should put it into the ground so it can.
Into this ground? Are you fucking out of your mind?
Well, I don't think asking. Hey, where's the big tree down here? I don't know. You just grew me out of. I lived in a pocket.
He understands what pockets are. Yeah, he's really self-aware prior to his birth, but he's like, I don't fucking know what a tree is.
Hey yo, I'm the fucking pumpkin. I live in a
Like I
pocket.
said, I pull a table out of nowhere. We're interrogating the pumpkin.
Hey, I don't know a thing about no fucking trees.
What, I look like a fucking tomato? I don't know.
I'm just the pocket pumpkin. Fucking forget about it. Now that's fucking right.
I don't like the words pocket pumpkin.
What's the matter, Don? You don't like a little pocket pumpkin?
If Pocket Pumpkin has that accent, Pocket Pumpkin
Hey, it's me, Pocket Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. You know me.
It's me. It's your friend.
Why the fuck did he? Oh, he said the same accent, Pepe. You know, I'm like best.
Okay, you have a pumpkin.
Fucking pumpkin.
You have a pumpkin and normal one.
I'm the fucking best.
Normal for now.
Is it a pump? It's a pump like a
It's a pumpkin. It's a little pumpkin.
little tiny pumpkin.
Little tiny pumpkin again, like
just like-
roughly palm size.
One of those little, like a pocket pumpkin.
Like a pumpkin, like your ordinary, naturally occurring pocket pumpkin.
How big are those pockets?
Fucking.
I mean, it's a little pumpkin.
Yeah, he's only like yay big.
Aw.
Tiny little
He's a
pumpkin.
baby. Oh no.
Fucking can't.
All right. You got this pumpkin.
Am I using a spell to speak to this pumpkin? We're asking it.
I like that we got far enough that you're holding a pumpkin and now you're questioning what
do we
you're
do?
doing.
Up till this point, it's been free.
To be
I
fair,
don't
we
have to
did
consider
immediately
if I
get her
use a
something.
I
spell
love the
slot.
precedent that this just set up that, like, rhetorically just walk around putting her hands on people's pockets and casting druidcraft in hopes that they have fucking pumpkin seed.
That's such a big brain distraction. Like, we're in the middle of the city, like, this is the plant, dude. He's got...
Because, yeah, pumpkins are an average size, but you always get the freak pumpkins.
Excuse me, sir. Is that a pumpkin in your pocket?
No, is that a banana in your pocket you happen to see me? It's an actual banana. Whoa! Let's go.
Yeah, just like DJ, right?
Well, you think about what you're gonna ask the fucking water.
Hey, yo, it's me, you fucking pocket pumpkin.
You fucking pumpkin.
What can I help you with there?
What are we trying to find
Very
out?
easily.
You may have known my cousin. His name was Jack.
Alright, I'm dead serious. After we're done with this pumpkin bullshit, we've got to talk to the children.
I really think Elsith's thing is stars. I really think that.
Yeah, it could be stars too.
Or it could be pumpkins.
No, it's definitely family tree.
Well, family tree's not everywhere and nowhere.
You can't physically see it, but a lineage is a thing.
Show that to anybody else.
A family tree is not specifically a place, but it can reach out far and be everywhere.
And trees technically change with the changing of seasons, so maybe.
Maybe.
And also still fitting with the prophecy bit that it's like it's always going to keep changing, not necessarily via the seasons. But
You know what? No, I'm going to agree with you because ancestry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, now that it's a pun, it's fine.
I mean,
No, you're right.
now that it's a pun, it's very likely.
It's a pumpkin.
That was
You
bad.
gotta stop.
No, that it genuinely.
Forget about it.
Sometimes it takes that perspective to be like,
Hi,
oh.
every time.
Can't you just, isn't this just a cantrip to talk to the plant?
No, it's a 3rd level spell.
It's a 3rd level
Yeah,
fucking
it's
spell?
not easy to talk to plants. That's why
Holy-
I'm not really keen on doing
How
it.
many 3rd level spells do you have?
3.
Why do you have it prepared if you don't want to do it?
Because if we come across plants here in the caves,
You
they
got
might
a plant,
point us
it's right
out.
We've
there.
already established that we don't want to talk to the plants here in the caves.
That was just the one.
Can you imagine?
You think there's not going to be another one?
There might
Probably
be roots
should've.
and stuff up at trees.
We don't know where Bran got this pumpkin seed from. For all we know, it came from somewhere else.
That's pumpkin.
The shit that pumpkin might know?
We kind of know that they're not from
The
here.
shit that pumpkin might know?
We do. If you take Grimdar's word for it.
That could be an
I
interplanar
don't know
pumpkin.
Could be an
were in the room, you
interplanar
were all in the
pumpkin.
room. Interplanar pumpkin.
Oh my god.
It's an IPP.
We were all
Yeah,
in the
you
room.
know me.
We were all in the tavern.
I appreciate
No,
the,
that's outer planar.
the quest for knowledge. However, I don't really want to use up one of my high-level spells on this pumpkin.
What if
right
it's an
now.
interplanar pumpkin?
Or an outer
That
planar
would be
pumpkin.
really cool to explore once we're out of these caves.
It for sure is.
It might be really cool to explore in these caves.
Actually, was it just technically fall, or wait? Hold on. Is Oshuamp? Isn't it just summer and then winter? It skips.
There's like a very brief period of where it's fall and spring. So when we got to the city,
It was fall.
Ritora had like orangey red hair.
Okay.
And it had just hit fall when she got there.
I'm
There was
having a big
time.
brain.
There was
Brain
time for him
hit.
to acquire a pumpkin seed here.
So we're also
Brain blast.
remember that John said in passing that when we were talking about like Elseth or something, he was like, "Oh, she might be hiding at plain sight," and then like laughed maniacally and put his fingers together.
That's a very John thing to do.
It is,
though.
but finding me within this whole group of people.
I don't think that's in
Do we think
reference.
she's in the pumpkin?
I don't think that's in
Crack it
reference to
open,
the
let's
group of
find out.
people. I
You're
think
at-
that's in reference to you as a person. Like, look within yourself.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's an introspective thing.
No,
Did
I
we-
totally
laughed
forgot
when
about
I
that though.
Did we establish that
The hiding in
everyone
plain
has
sight
a
thing?
star,
I
or
did.
was
Forgot.
that
You forgot?
that
Melithel said
Okay.
that.
Malithel said that.
he said that everyone has a star?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has a star.
Seems like a guy that knows what he's
All right,
talking
Sabrina, go ahead and bite that pumpkin.
Sabrina?
Eat the
Yeah, have her
pumpkin.
bite the pumpkin. The pumpkin is Elsa.
What's happening?
I think perhaps I don't think she's in these caves, and I don't want to use my magic.
I think she is in these caves. They were leading Sabrina on a chain through the caves.
Unless they were just trying to get her out of the city without having to take her over land.
They were looking for someone assuming I'm me, because the person had said that they were looking for her.
Well, why would they be looking for you here?
I think they were waiting for Sabrina.
To find Elsa.
But
Right.
when they heard her running, they knew that we were all doomed at that point because she had broken loose.
They said without her,
Without her, it is impossible.
it is impossible.
That's fair. Yeah, so they probably were
How you
searching
doing,
for
buddy?
Elsa down here.
There's a lot of things at stake. Steak.
Sounds good.
I feel like there's something I'm missing.
There are several lead-ins for where things stand currently. I always feel bad utilizing the phrase "missing" because it is always
Sure.
difficult to interpret what a DM is attempting to convey.
Can we send another message?
We talk about the 3 adults.
I'm gonna plant the pumpkin.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's clay down here, so it would take you a moment to like separate it and.
Not the whole, like I'll put the seed part in the ground, not the whole pumpkin
Okay.
in the ground. As if it was growing from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like the roots and stuff.
Yep. A pumpkin on the ground.
A potentially interplanar pumpkin.
A PIPPP.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna cast speak with plants.
Okay.
I
Do it. Commit.
don't know. I don't know if it's worth it.
And you're gonna say, "Hello, mama, let me whisper in your ear."
Rest
Yep.
me.
You target the area. You imbue the pumpkin with limited sentience.
It's actually on myself, so I can speak with
Oh.
all plants for 10 minutes.
Cool. Very good.
Limited sentience.
Fantastic.
That's what my teacher said about me.
Get in character, John.
Yeah, you're really excited to be a centipede. Let's fucking go. Let's see
Oh,
some
no,
spark.
I'm excited for the pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
I'm going to go up to the. Just lay my hand on the pumpkin
Marvelous.
and say,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where you are?
Mm-mm.
Meant to be used on like old trees, I think.
It can give you details about what's happened in its area. So, like, again, it was in a pocket. So, like, asking doesn't know where it is.
Read the spell, Sarah.
It doesn't even have a mouth. Like a jack-o'-lantern. Just
Literally, I said it's a baby.
How does a pumpkin cry sound like? Like if it's got like a pumpkin poo.
Pumpkin poo!
Interplanar.
It might be able to do other things based on at the GM's discretion.
Uh-huh.
Our very kind and giving GM.
Look at this DM.
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me the pumpkin imprints on her.
Notoriously kind and giving.
Please tell me it imprints on her. It's just like, are you my mom?
Mama. Uppies.
Uppies.
Walk around with yours with a pumpkin in it.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull a bag out of my bag and dig up the little area where I planted this pumpkin and plant it in this bag, and now I'm carrying this pumpkin with me. That
Okay. Where are we going?
hopefully out of here.
Oh.
Where's here?
I do not know.
Ask her the question.
Cold.
Might know.
cradling this pumpkin.
Warm now.
War.
Warm. More.
Oh my god, it's Tiny Tim again.
Set me ablaze.
Feed me. Do you know where Elseth is?
What?
Okay. It's okay.
I'm a pumpkin.
I'm self-aware! And baby.
Baby pumpkin.
I will now protect this pumpkin with my life,
Baby pumpkin.
but we are leaving.
What's the name of the pumpkin?
I need.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
We can't name the pumpkin.
It's pumpkin.
I would like to
Pumpkin.
be pumpkin.
No!
Feed me
No!
all other pumpkins.
This is he's setting up an encounter for 40 episodes from now, and I'm not doing it.
You've got a job done. Hear me out.
This pumpkin will be my friend.
I will kill it if
I'm
it becomes the
hungry.
pumpkin.
I will put my life on the
I
line to
need
defend this pumpkin.
nutrients and minerals.
Well, we have to get out of here first before I can get better
Fresh soil,
Yes.
please.
I don't have that right now.
I'll die.
He'll soil himself.
It's gonna become the undead pumpkin. Great.
I'll wither away. Why would you do this to me? Make me only to watch me die.
End the spell. End the spell. End the spell.
I can't.
Oh no, for
It
10
lasts
minutes.
10 minutes.
Existence is pain.
It's not. It's not
Just
concentration.
smash it.
Is this DJ the pumpkin?
Like the pumpkin. Kill it right now.
Without my DoorDash, I'll wither away and die.
Now hang on.
We have to go.
Where
are
are
we
we
going?
going? To find other pumpkins.
It's a little pumpkin farm, buddy.
She's conveying none of this to us, and she has that face.
A cruel and unusual punishment.
I'm so lonely. I've never known another pumpkin before.
Is it helpful?
No.
I'm
Am I
asking
a
about
good
Elsa.
pumpkin?
I did. It doesn't know anything.
So we should just leave it then.
No, we're taking this pumpkin with us. This
Am
is
I
my
a bad
responsibility now.
pumpkin? I would like to be a good pumpkin. Can you teach me?
This is a mistake. I shouldn't have done this.
I don't know anything.
You know what? It was completely on the table, though.
For what I should do,
I'm
other than eat and grow.
I'm not responding to the pumpkin. I'm just going. I have the pumpkin in the little sack.
It's muffled. Please. I'm tired of the
No, I'm saying
I
polymorph
want
or
to see
transmute
the
him
light.
so he's a different thing. We can make him a real boy.
There is nothing here for me. and
This
this
is
is-
Pinocchio the pumpkin.
I have banished. Sarah, what have you done? You can send the pumpkin away.
I'm so glad we're the only one that can hear it.
Can I divine sense and get a?
What
What are we doing? I want to know what kind of vibe this pumpkin's giving off.
Celestial
You can-
fiend or
you can
undead
read
is all you detect,
minds,
right?
right?
Good or
Please tell me it's fucking celestial.
I can. I'll walk over to her and touch her temple.
I'm thinking about this pumpkin and everything I now know about this pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna
Existence
give that to Felix.
What do I hear anything or?
I mean, yeah, you would hear another voice, like a small, soft, echoey voice, as though it's, muffled by a source. It's so dark.
Just see my face go from to.
Why? Why would you do this?
It's having an
wasn't what I
existential
wanted.
crisis.
There was supposed to be so much more.
Just say to
It wasn't meant to be this way.
Just say to it, I am what I am.
Boo, get out.
I long for autumn. Where? Oh, where? Seasons. I was supposed to be something.
I'll
Ask it
say it out
what's-
loud. We should smash it.
I
Ask
cannot-
it what's everywhere and what's nowhere. Maybe it'll give a good answer. It's worth a shot.
It's a baby.
It thinks outside of the
Yeah,
box.
but children tend to answer these things rather abstractly.
Did you ask Grimdar?
I'll
Maybe
ask
he
it.
knows.
I'll ask Grimdar.
What's everywhere?
It can
What's
only
that?
understand me.
Yeah, we'd only be able to understand her.
So then I'll say if I'll attempt to do it. I guess I won't do anything.
I'll ask.
Who's there?
What is
God? Have you come to save me from wherever I am imprisoned?
Grimdar nearby? I'm gonna ask Grimdar. Grimdar, what's everywhere?
Yeah,
and nowhere?
Grimdar's on the leash now.
I'm gonna ask Grimdar the same question.
He's gonna say rocks.
Would you ask Grimdar?
What's everywhere and nowhere?
Oh,
First thing that comes to mind, buddy. What's everywhere and what's nowhere?
everywhere and nowhere. Oh. Well, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, but what kind of fits that?
Oh. Everywhere and nowhere. Well, feel like to Grimdar that it's kind of more like if you're everything, then you're also nothing. Because then nothing isn't you. You know?
You need
It's
to
really deep, bud.
You need to have an object of relation to define yourself.
Yes, like Grimdar used rock. Grimdar is not rock. Rock is not Grimdar.
You need the rock to establish your own existence.
Dwayne?
Yes. Grimdar.
Hey, Bran.
So I'm gonna kind of tug them away from everybody a little bit, just to keep them back.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Hey,
still
what do
talk
you
to them,
need?
but I'm just.
What do you want? Got anything you need?
I've got a riddle that you'll never figure out.
Where's hands untied? You guys gonna do this?
You hear a mage hand snap.
Oh no!
Got a wager for you.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me what's everywhere and what's nowhere.
What's on the line? What do we get? 1,000 gold?
I'll say into his mind, if you don't answer it, I'll tell your secret.
I don't have secrets.
You're a grown man.
I'll give you a weapon.
That's crazy. A weapon? What kind
A
of
weapon. Depends on the way you answer my question. You answer me
What
well, I'll
dagger?
give you a string.
Dagger. Really sharp.
Answer well.
Pointy. What was the question? Riddle?
What's everywhere, what's nowhere?
Time.
Yeah, I actually just said that. I didn't even wrote it down.
Hand him a candle.
It's not a dagger.
No, but it's a weapon if you light it.
I'll remember that.
Oh boy!
You see the candle start floating
I
over
will remember
towards him. And then it just floats down into his bag.
I'll let him have it, that's fine.
Thanks.
It would appear like time changes with the seasons, because 8 o'clock in the summer is not the same as 8 o'clock during winter.
Yeah, that's fair. Nina.
Smiles up at you. Mm-hmm.
What changes with the seasons?
Death.
How so?
What do you mean?
Death changes with the seasons?
Yes.
In what way?
The rate at which you fade away.
You.
Yes. You. Yes. You. Yes.
She's calling you old.
You.
Are you talking decomposure?
Decomposition.
Yes.
No, I kind of like that wordplay though.
You decompose at a lesser rate in the winter than you do in the summer.
Yes.
And what's everywhere and nowhere?
She shouldn't have thrown it at me.
I am.
How so?
Well, this is all I know.
Nina, what's your last name?
I don't have one.
She's an orphan.
I don't have a last name.
Nina, do you know anything about your family?
Am I an orphan?
They're dead.
Do you know how they died?
No.
Nina, what does the name Elseth mean to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Great.
Do we know what made Elsith different? Like, what set her apart from everybody else?
She's immortal.
But like,
Before that,
like, is there anything she can do?
she had a light. Oh, it kind of seemed like she got her ass handed to her.
Just really wish I could. Can I take a focus in ancestry? How do I do that?
If I could interrupt the questioning, and the three in front of me, these three are grown adults.
What?
What?
Grimdar would just look up at you. Grimdar.
I don't think that's true.
And Brian would be like, see, this guy's crazy.
Just
Absolutely insane.
They're obviously children.
Yeah, look at me. I'm a boy. Little boy.
No, now that you mention it, I've never met a child that speaks as confidently as you.
You hang around a lot of kids. That's what I heard that over here, dude.
And I'll actually gesture to everybody like.
You may not believe me, but I too was once a kid.
No, that can't be right. That's crazy. Look at me, so old.
What leads you to
Do you
believe
think
that?
I was born this way?
Absolutely.
Sounds like something a child would say. Nesgrim.
I mean, I'll just gesture for you to come closer to me. What? Just poke your temple.
Ow.
I will. I mean, if everybody asks, I'll just show them what I saw, rather than describe it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a grown ass man.
What exactly did you see?
Because
Because I know that you
so
saw
he
them
didn't-
as adults, but
yeah,
I don't know.
he didn't describe what they actually looked like. He just said that they were adults.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's up to him.
But didn't you say there was a thing about the area around
The
them
area,
as well?
you can see dragon bones in the walls and things like that seem like they're constructed. And then I could see...
Constructed how, Paul?
Like used, like it's fine.
Like they built cribbing for a shaft out of dragon bones?
I don't really care.
Like-
I mean, you went to another plane where the dude was the realm, so like everything else is
Are
kind of
we
like...
talking buttresses built out of fucking bones?
I don't know. He didn't give me that much detail. He gave me like...
Are they bonetresses? TM.
So, I will say, because it gives you the capacity to see into the ethereal, that they would have an ethereal appearance to them.
Okay.
So, like, when you see into their true form, it's more in the guise of you're able to see whether or not they have been subject to a transmutational spell that would shape change them, or whether or not they are under the effects of illusory magic. They're not under the effects of illusory or transmutational magic. However, when you look in their area, you see full adult versions of them in the ethereal plane for where their physical forms would be.
Okay.
That would be the description he would be capable of giving to you. As far as there are bones in the wall that look as though they are used for construction purposes, it would appear that way because when you're looking at the cavernous walls in here, especially in this area, I describe them as limestone, which is sedimentary rock. So when they collapse and form over time, you would see that instead of there being distances between the bones would have collapsed and be almost more concurrently adjoined, as though like smushed together. So they would look like construction in that
Made of compressed bone.
made of compressed bones would be a large portion of the limestone walls.
Like a
down
cinder
here.
block wall built out of fossils type of thing.
Comparably,
Yes.
yeah. There would still
So we're
obvious-
not standing inside of a church made out of a dragon skeleton. Is
No.
what I'm getting at.
No.
Currently, no.
Currently, no.
okay,
But
good.
again, there would be other compositional
That shit would be
materials for how limestone is made. So there would be other naturally occurring things. However, there would still be intact, large bones in the walls. But again, it would look like naturally dyed things and then have just been compacted over time. Yeah, Bran would hear again the you're a grown ass man. He's like, no, I'm not. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't.
Just a boy.
How old are you?
A little boy.
How old are you?
Boy's age.
Boy.
In numbers.
Boy.
I'm 6 boy.
You're 6 boy.
I'm 6 boy. This is my 6th.
Year of being a boy.
How long have you been a boy? Headed with the
My
twilight.
6th year of being a boy. Not time.
6th lifetime?
No, I didn't say that. You did.
I don't know how.
Any input here, scholarly man?
I can't give an impartial.
Why
No.
would you think a lifetime?
Yeah, I'm just a boy.
He's clearly just a boy.
It's
Six boy.
he's a man. I'll gesture for you to come closer to me and just I'll give you the. I'll show him.
Are we sure it's
Six
like
boy.
a Looney Tunes thing, or it's a baby
You
version?
see the figure.
I'm smirking.
It's slightly
I mean, you guys are
concerning.
literally just trying to talk to a pumpkin, so like,
Are you not
Wait, was
familiar
that a
with
bad
druidic
thing?
magics?
I'm sorry, I did talk to a pumpkin
that's weird. Why?
successfully. The why is not important right
It is.
now.
Does she still hear the whisper?
Yes, it's 10 minutes.
Please.
10 minutes of my life.
Please, no more.
We're going to go.
I want
Out.
to go
We're leaving.
anywhere but here, in the dark, in the cold. It's all I've ever known.
No, I'll
So,
talk
so
back.
as he's refuting that he's 6 boy, I'll look to Iris, who also said we were going to talk about that.
Oh yeah, why the fuck do they have like weird ethereal forms? Rand, tell the truth. I'm just a boy. She just slaps him in the back of the head. Shit. Yeah, ow. Why'd you do that? Because you're lying, Bran. I mean, I am a boy. And what? I'm a boy. Like, I have dreams. I don't know what you want from me. Just a boy.
What dreams do you have?
Weird dreams.
Like what? Tell me about them.
Are they as weird as Grimdar's?
Grimdar's dreams?
Yeah.
You told us Grimdar had weird dreams.
Oh yeah, he sees shit and says stuff all the time, but it's Grimdar.
But you also see things.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know many 6-year-olds that are capable of using an invisible mage hand.
I don't know what their answers were.
Oh yeah, that's cool, right?
I'll hand Bran a gold. Tell me about your dreams.
His hands are still tied. Hey, thanks.
Tell me about your dreams.
Oh, they're fucking crazy, you know. I see all kinds of demons and devils and, you know, horrifying things, and I'm pretty sure I've died like a dozen times, and...
In your dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
In that lifetime.
So demons, devils.
That one.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Demons and devils.
Angels and devils.
I didn't say that either.
I'm going to pull the coin out of his mouth.
Hey, it's mine.
Fee. I'll take it.
Nice thieving. What's up?
So demons, devils, angels, devils.
I don't have any gold.
Put it into his pocket, Nesgrim, not his mouth.
Here you go. Here's another gold. I fucking throw it at him as hard as I can. No, I would drop it in his hand, even though it's bound.
You saw him take a candle with a mage hand.
Yeah.
Like, he's got
he
it.
would let the gold coin fall into his hands. Cool, thanks. What?
Tell me about your dreams.
Nope.
And I'm gonna take the gold.
Iris just slaps him in the head again. Fuck! Oh my god, you guys are so ridiculous.
You know what? Actually, we can do this in a... Felix, can you read his dreams?
No.
Oh, okay.
I probably not.
This doesn't work both ways?
It's got to be mutual.
No. So,
what's up?
Tell me about them dreams, Bran.
Yeah, they're weird. I don't know. Like, I'm an imaginative kid.
Do you have one that happens more often than others?
Nope.
They're all pretty standard.
They're all weird. You know, they don't really, make sense.
Describe weird.
What about the deaths?
The deaths? Oh, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I wake up and the whole city's on fire.
Feel like that, or you see the city on fire?
It feels really hot. And then... I think I have a family. And they try to get me. But the buildings collapse. And then I wake up.
Do your dreams feel like a single day, multiple days? When you go to sleep,
All different days. Not like it's just one day.
it's just a number of days happens and then you wake up.
No. They're literally just random days.
Are you
just
six
random
boy in these
individual.
dreams?
No, some days I'm older,
How many, boy?
like 15 boy. Some of them some of them I remember Grimdar. Like I see Grimdar.
Is Grimdar the same as he is now? Or is
No,
Grimdar also older?
Grimdar's older. And Grimdar yelling something at me.
What's he yelling?
Hold the door.
No. No, it feels like he says goodbye. And then I just hear water. Like fast moving water on an ocean.
Or perhaps a river?
Yeah, I don't know. Like these are they're not always
Do you ever
things that I can remember.
Do you ever see like maybe a raven in your dreams?
A raven? No.
Yeah. Any blackbirds?
No. No, not that I can think of.
Any animals at all?
How about pumpkins?
I feel like I hate lizards. And I don't know why.
What happened with lizards?
Why do you hate lizards, Paul?
Fuck them, dude.
Yeah, there's...
What type of lizard? Like big lizards, small lizards?
I don't know.
Iguanas.
None of my dreams have ever had lizards in them.
Monitor.
But you just know that you don't like them?
Yeah.
Are there other things you don't like but you don't know why?
I hate dying. A lot.
But you've never died here.
Yet.
Not a 6 boy.
No.
Not at 6 boy, I would hope not. That would be far too young. Maybe 80 boy, 90 boy, but...
Yeah.
50 boy.
Do I know what Elsa looked like?
Do you know what she looked like?
Yeah.
Um...
Because I didn't see that vision with them, so I probably wouldn't. Can anyone describe what Elsa looked like?
Red
Maybe-
hair, blue eyes, female, wore silver plate, male, pale skin.
You ever seen that one in your dreams?
No, that's a really weird lady.
But I believe her hair was only red because of the coronet, if I remember correctly.
That's
Yeah,
Sabrina.
her hair was white when she wasn't wearing the crown.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll kneel
It was
down.
like a platinum blonde.
Yeah, I'll kneel down to
Like-
him and touch his temple.
Like,
Yeah.
Say,
Well,
you can
like
show me
Nesgrim's, too.
if you want.
That was the...
Lots of white hair characters.
I can try. I don't... Like... It's hard to describe. I think you guys are thinking like I just have a fluid dream. I don't.
Just pieces.
I lay down and it's flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So-
Sabrina's visions.
I don't really sleep great. And
Does he
they're,
have like dark circles under his eyes?
yeah. Yeah, like genuinely with you being like in his area, like he looks exhausted. But yeah, no, he's just like, and sometimes even the things I see, like they don't make sense. It feels like I'm seeing multiple things at once.
Mm.
Like kind of overlaid. Like, you know, again, his hands are tied, but like he looks at the wall. Like, there are times where the wall's not just a wall. Like pieces of it are made of other things, like a house or a boat. Sometimes even a person's in the wall.
Bren, what do you see when you look at us?
You know, I mean,
Do we
nothing
seem the
weird.
same?
Yeah, nothing weird.
Okay.
You guys just look like people.
Okay.
How about, Felix, how did Nina look?
Same thing with the ethereal form.
Yeah,
Nina?
she
Do you
didn't look different, right?
No, not for what that would do.
Okay.
Nina, do you ever have weird dreams? I
No.
can't wait.
Does she look well rested?
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Okay. I don't care.
Weird
Do you
implies.
do you ever dream?
No.
Never dream at all.
I close my eyes and it's just dark.
Do you ever sleep?
Yeah.
So you go to sleep and everything just stops.
Yes. And then I wake up again.
Now here's an important question.
I mean, you're welcome to roll insight if you'd like.
Do you not dream, or do you just not remember what you dream?
How would I know if I don't remember?
Has anyone ever mentioned you dreaming to you before? Like, do you maybe talk in your sleep? Grimdar does constantly.
I would know if I talk in my sleep. I'm asleep.
Nina.
9.
9? I mean, Nina's a very unorthodox speaking kid.
I think so.
Nina,
Hmm.
does your bear dream?
Oh yes, Baramy has many dreams.
Could you or he tell us about them?
Baramy, would you like to tell them about your dreams? And she just like pulls the bear up from her, hip pocket, just holds him out, and then just slowly shakes his head. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Baramy's very quiet today.
Is he ever not quiet?
Mm-hmm. Baramy's very talkative.
He sounds Russian.
What kind of things does he say?
What things do you say, Baramy? And she just points the bear up at her face, so it's like looking at her, the one eye distended, and then she just pulls the bare hand up over its mouth. Oh, I shouldn't say. Baramy says not to tell. It's rude to share other people's secrets. That's how promises are kept.
Do you have any promises you're keeping?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta kill her.
There's one spell, and you should use it.
Is
Divine Smite!
Baramy
Yes.
scared of somebody finding out his secrets?
Scare me, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is it someone here?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is he scared that someone will hurt him? What is he scared of?
Mm-hmm.
That someone will hurt him?
Mm-hmm.
Has he been hurt before?
Mm-hmm.
By who?
A bad lady.
What kind of bad lady?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know her.
Does he ever describe her to you?
He calls her a filthy fucking whore.
Oh! Oh my!
Oh my god!
Uh-huh.
Also, while this is
Language, young lady!
Baramy said it.
while this is happening, I'm gonna try to, like, not secretly, because I can't, but, like, not obviously cast Zone of Truth. Like, I don't want to make it super obvious.
I mean,
You're-
what are the components for it?
Verbal and somatic.
Yeah, you have to say it. It
His
gets
hands shoot up into the sky. Zone!
I mean, you know, just kind of discreet, like, you know.
What's that? Oh my god, what is this, an XP3 video? Like,
Zone of Truth.
I mean, I'm gonna still try and talk to her regardless of what happens.
you cast Zone of Truth, and like the other people in the area understand that you've done this. Like they see you cast a spell. Can you please read it for me?
He's dangling that carrot again.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. I'd just do it on me.
Okay.
Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma save.
Mm-hmm.
On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie.
Mm-hmm.
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throws.
50-foot radius?
15.
15.
So yeah, we're
Wanna be this group here?
An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. And I am within my 15 foot, so I would also roll.
And what is your bonus that you give to people's saves?
+4.
Who are you allowing anybody in the radius to receive that bonus?
I mean, I think
Everyone but Thariel and the children.
So read aura of protection for me.
So everyone.
You are not an ally at this
I guess
point.
fucking not, man.
Say hello.
Not to Nazgrim.
While you are conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including you within 10 foot, a plus 4 bonus to all saving throws.
Oh, they're all friendly.
I mean, you know, friendliness waivers.
Yeah, friendly is very subjective.
This is radius wisely.
Is it friendly to Nesgrim? Can Nesgrim just hate Thariel for like 10 minutes and then go back?
What did I do to you?
You were secretive. That's what you did.
Yeah, he's
trying to kill my friend.
He's suspicious of Thariel.
What's the DC on the save?
15.
15. And am I friendly to you?
So,
yeah.
Then it's an 18 for
plus
me.
4, you said? 14. I fail.
19 on the die.
16.
Cool.
13.
Show me that 20.
That's
an 8.
Mine's a 13, so I failed my own
Yes.
spell save.
We did just cast Stone of Truth.
Yes.
Cool.
You
know that Grimdar and Brand failed. You know that Nina passed.
Fuck me!
Oh, sorry. Also, Iris is here. Iris fails. Sabrina is here. Sabrina fails. And Serenity is still in this area. Sabrina also fails. So, Nina passed.
So if they pass, then they can lie still.
Don't you still know if they lie?
I mean, I can still deliberately skirt the truth, regardless.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He just knows whether or not they failed the save.
He can be vague in answering so as to not just, it's not like a truth serum.
Yeah, I can't deliberately lie.
Right.
She passed, so she can.
Think liar, liar.
So.
But for those people who failed,
Sure.
you can't deliberately lie. You would have to try to skirt the truth if you wanted to.
Okay. So aside from her being a dirty fucking whore.
Filthy.
Sorry, filthy.
Filthy fucking whore.
My apologies. Has Bearme ever described her using any other words that are appropriate to say in front of children?
Or visually?
Liar. Traitor.
Who is Bearme calling that? Who's he?
We
That's the person that
Someone in his presence.
Did Bearme succeed or fail?
Bearme doesn't make a save.
Okay.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
What?
He's me into the truth.
I too know what it feels like to be
A filthy fucking whore.
I would not go there. That's a word I've not been called.
That's 3 words.
That's many words okay. I know what it feels like to
Does that feel like
encounter a
pointed
traitor.
energy?
I know what it feels like to encounter a traitor, to feel as though you can trust someone and be lied to. And
Neat.
it's
Do you want to cry?
no, would Bearme want me to cry?
No.
Why not?
Bearme's nice.
That's a shame that those bad things happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone ever hurt your feelings like that?
No. I just want to help Bearme get revenge.
On?
The filthy fucking whore.
Do they have a name?
I don't know.
Then how are you knowing who to go after?
Bearme will tell me.
And you haven't encountered them yet?
Mm-mm.
How did they wrong Bearme?
I don't know. Betrayed him. Lied to him. Stole from him.
He doesn't seem the type that would have many possessions. What did they take?
I don't know.
Has Bearme ever cried?
No.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you cry?
Tears come out of my eyes.
Anything else?
Sometimes I'll yell or scream or break things. Makes me feel better.
Do you mean to break the things that you break?
Yeah, I like breaking things.
Do you?
When I'm angry or sad.
See, when I cry, I grow wings.
That's weird.
And I scare people away.
Oh.
Nothing like that happens to you?
No. Not in the least.
Where did you meet Bearme?
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I took him from a little boy in the slums.
Was he not being nice to the little boy?
No.
Was
The
little boy...
little boy just saw me and said Baramy should be with you and keep you safe.
What did the little boy look like?
It's been.
Short kid.
Mm-hmm.
Brown hair.
Mm-hmm. You tell your name by any chance? Benjamin ring a bell?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Little Ben.
Okay, we gotta throw the bear in the trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down to Grimdar and Bran. Do you know who the lady is that Baramy's using bad words about?
Grimdar would just look at you. Lady?
I'll say it. the filthy fucking word.
Oh. No, Grimdar doesn't know.
Look at Bran.
Bran would just look around. I mean, I've seen people. Like, I don't know.
Because she passed the save,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean she's allowed to lie? We won't know.
Yeah.
God fucking damn
The
it.
only person that would be able to know that is Nesgrim.
We know he cast something, but we don't necessarily know
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, I think only Nina and Nesgrim would be the only two people to know that she can lie.
Yeah, I I've seen weird people, but like I feel like I don't know them. Like I know them, but I don't know them. They just are there and then not.
Nina, when did Baramy meet Benjamin?
I don't know.
Could you ask him?
Baramy? When did you meet Benjamin? She just looks at the bear and, nods his head. Okay. His daddy gave him to him.
Does Baramy like Benjamin's daddy?
He says he's a good man.
Okay. Does Baramy like Benjamin's mom?
No.
Why
Well,
not?
He thinks she's selfish and mean.
Is that the person that Baramy doesn't like?
No. Different lady.
What fucking lady is it?
It's someone here
Here?
in our group.
No.
Is it? Who was the mother of the orphanage? It wasn't Catherine. Who was it? The very first one. I mean, we're going back 3 years, but like
That's it.
Madeline.
Is it-
Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline.
Was it Sister Madeline?
No.
Her sister at the orphanage?
No.
Is it someone that you've met before?
No.
So you wouldn't know who it is then.
No, that's why I said Baramy will tell me when we meet her.
Does Baramy know her name?
Could you ask Baramy her name?
Baramy gets to keep his secrets. That's my promise to him. He keeps me safe and I keep his secrets.
How does he keep you safe?
Well, he's my protector.
Has he protected you from stuff before? Like when?
Well, at the orphanage, there were a couple of times stupid ass Grimdar over here was gonna accidentally knock over something and it was gonna hit me in the head. And Baramy kept me safe.
The person that Baramy doesn't like, did he meet them at the orphanage?
No.
Has he ever
Nina
met
would
them?
have met them then.
Has he ever met her?
Yeah.
With
she took
Benjamin.
something from him.
His body.
He has a body.
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
If he's a homunculus.
Baramy is very lively for a stuffed bear.
She just wiggles him.
Can I divine sense again?
Yeah.
I know I get celestial from her. What do I get from Baramy?
Absolutely nothing.
Does Baramy know Wembley?
What's a Wembley?
Ask Baramy if he knows him.
Do you know Wembley? No.
How about a William Hartwood?
Do you know a William Hartwood? Yeah.
Does Baramy know the Exalted?
Do you know an Exalted? And you see that, like, she, while holding the bear horizontally, the bear's head starts to turn.
No!
And then shake its head naturally.
Oh my.
No or yes?
Shake its head no.
No, I don't fucking trust that.
No, he doesn't.
I'm gonna fucking scream.
Does she look
Please.
like she's having a great time?
Absolutely.
Bran, was that you?
No.
How
He
often?
failed the save, so you would know that Bran's not lying. Mm-mm.
Does Baramy know Kane?
Do you know a cane? And the bear is still looking at her, and it just slightly nods its head. Mm-hmm.
Does Baramy know Isabel?
Just pauses for a moment.
I hate this.
And then the bear just turns its head naturally towards
No!
you.
I don't want to know
And
what
you
it
say
means!
Isabel, and it just nods.
No!
slightly.
We gotta burn the bear!
I
hate it!
Thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna think to myself, what am I looking at Friday?
Oh my god.
What am I seeing, Jarvis?
I mean, you look in the area of the bear.
I'm looking at the bear, not the area of the bear.
You
No,
look.
at the bear.
You look at the
I
bear.
leave the bear.
You look at the bear, and so you're gonna again utilize side points for true sight.
No, I'm asking.
Oh.
I'm asking the voice.
Oh, the voice within you.
Yes.
You look in that direction, and the voice.
Just screams.
So I'm talking to Jarvis now.
I hate this thing.
Nothing.
I mean, her hands are clearly holding the bear, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no weird fuckery.
And she says nothing.
I mean, I'm gonna have to do like a. I mean, we were literally just talking about scrying. Can I make a history check?
Sure.
See if there's any type of like scrying that lets you also interact with what you're.
manipulate something. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
16.
16. I would say that you would know that there are forms of divination magic that do permit you to almost, as indicated, manipulate an object from afar.
So almost like embodying it,
Yeah.
like projecting into it.
Yes.
So with that, I mean, I don't know. I just look defeated. I guess I don't really know what to do. If anybody's at this point asking any more questions, I don't know.
Do you like Kane?
Me?
No, Baramy. I'm assuming you probably don't know Kane.
No.
Okay, can you ask Baramy if he likes Kane?
Do you like King? And Baramy still stares in your direction. And once again nods up and down.
And does Baramy like Isabel?
Pauses again, and then nods up and down.
Burn this fucking bear.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna pick up Nina. She's on a leash.
Yeah.
May I see Baramy?
No.
And I'll look at the other, like, 3 adults that were caught in Zone of Truth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Iris would look at Nina and say, Nina, I'm very sorry, sweetheart, but I do think it's time that you give up the bear. And Nina just slightly turns her head over in the direction of Iris. I'll die if they lose Baramy. Darling, you won't die if you lose the bear. You were alive without the bear. But it'll kill me if I don't have it. What'll kill you, sweetheart? Baramy will.
What if I... Sorry, go ahead.
Baramy can't hurt you. Yes, he can.
So, as she's looking at her,
Yeah.
I am going to snatch the bear.
Yeah. You can make a sweet contested strength check.
Strength?
Mm-hmm.
I can also
You're trying to pull an object from her grasp.
Okay.
I can also prevent the bear from being possessed.
That is a natural 20.
Brand, now's your chance! Light the candle!
So yeah, no, I will say that she looks over and is slightly distracted. You reach forward and pluck the bear from her hands.
And kind of like drop her swiftly once I have the bear.
Yeah. You drop her and she...
I'm not going to let her slam. I'm going to just kind of like...
Yeah,
lower her to the
slap
ground.
Yeah.
And let her go. Yeah, I will say that as this happens, Nina falls to the ground, slightly, like not like a huge drop or anything, and looks up at you just vacantly. Why would you hurt me?
I'm not hurting you. I'm going to look at the bear, turn away from her.
Yeah.
Gaze into the eyeball.
Yeah.
I mean,
like a
I'm going to look into the eyes of the bear.
Yeah.
And
they're both little black buttons. One of them is distended, having been slightly pulled out, and the stitching is loose.
Does it look anything like the eye that you have?
It's a Horcrux.
knowing that someone is looking through, clearly, I would like to look through the looking glass distorted. Attempt to.
Through the looking glass?
Yes, if somebody's scrying, I'm going to try to look through the other way.
Oh.
Like if...
No, I know what you mean.
So, in a way that's... like if it is a looking glass, it would be distorted for me. It would look like weird. It would look
Like you're
small.
looking in on
Yeah.
the wrong side of a peephole.
Right.
Do you have true sight?
It's not up, but that wouldn't... I don't think that would...
No,
I didn't see anything with true sight before, so...
But similar to like what I said earlier about somebody scrying, can you look back at
Yeah, I would assume that you maybe can.
If you try hard enough,
Yeah, you give it a shot. I mean, if you don't try...
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Felix Gray, Michael Scott.
Even if you miss, you land among the stars. And the pumpkins.
Yeah, we have to smash that pumpkin too.
Can't see anything.
Okay.
Can I start ritual casting detect magic?
Sure. Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes.
Felix,
Can't see anything.
can I see the bear real quick?
I'll not look at you, but shake my head no.
Can I touch it,
No.
please?
I'm gonna like pull it away. No!
I want to prevent it from being controlled.
It's not controlled. That's mean. Baramy's Baramy. He's his own person.
Alright, I'll just, yeah.
And then I cast protection from evil and good on Baramy.
Fantastic. Can't be charmed or possessed.
And if he was already, he makes a saving throw to end it.
Fantastic.
Great.
Roll your burnout die, by the way.
Oh. Oh, I
I
didn't
have
do
to
it on
roll
the
that
last
too.
one either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We started at D8, right?
No, we're back in regular. We're in D12.
Oh, okay.
Do you want this one to be for this one or the last time that I casted protection from evil and good?
Oh boy, last time for sure. We would go chronologically.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, was that before the rest?
Oh wait, that's right. And then it goes down to a D10.
Yep.
Wasn't that before the rest?
No, he
No,
did
he
it
casted
earlier.
it on Iris when she was sending.
Oh, that's right.
Did you burn out on the second one?
I did not. I rolled a 10.
Okay,
so-
and what was your percentile for your burnout?
63.
Cool.
It's not a good one.
Oh. I don't know. if
I'm
it
pulling
was
it up
off
now.
the
Yeah.
top of my head.
I didn't have it pulled up.
I think it's like hit points.
Probably.
Yeah. Nothing weird about the bear.
I mean, there's clearly something weird about what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, we're just...
I'll after he touches it, I'll look at the bear and I'll say, "Can you see me?"
Bear does not do anything.
Bear me, can you see me?
Bear does not do anything. DJ took the bear and casted protection from good and evil on it, which makes it where if the thing is charmed or possessed, it makes a saving throw to break it. I didn't roll, so that's where we are.
It's not. I can't find the table.
Okay.
Is it in Discord?
No, if
It's
you
a website.
Spell level times 2 hit points. You lose spell level times 2 hit points.
So 2, because it's a first level spell, right?
Yeah.
yeah, if you have the page, you click on burnout, and then click on burnout.
The word that says burnout.
Yes, and then click on burnout consequences table.
Oh.
I'll look at Iris, and in her mind, as I float the bear, I'll say, "Burn it."
I'm casting detect magic currently.
So okay, then
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Wait a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll fast track. Say we're waiting here. Nina is very distraught on the ground, obviously still staring in your direction because you're the one holding the bear. She effectively just starts muttering over and over again, like, please give it back, please give it back, please give it back. I'm assuming, ignore her.
Yes.
You ritual cast detect magic. I will tell you that you detect no magic around Baramy.
What about around Nina?
Nothing around Nina either.
Nothing on her possession that
Nothing on her possessions. Nothing around her.
There's nothing there.
Clearly moved by itself.
Unless Nina moved it.
I mean, she's surrounded by like 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Nina, did you move
There was
there?
no sleight of hand.
No. Baramy's his own person.
So now I'll say in Iris's mind, burn it.
Yeah, Iris would look down at Nina and say, "Sweetheart, I'm very sorry, but we do not get to keep the bear. It's a scary thing, and it definitely does not seem like it's okay to have around anymore." And Nina just kind of softly sighs and stops crying. Okay. He'll figure out another way to find it back to me. That's fine. And Iris would, while you hold it aloft with your telekinetic hand, cast Firebolt in its direction. It's the bear.
Are you sure? I'm moving it like a target.
Slowly.
Target practice.
Ignites the bear. It's not being held or warm. It's held, but not held.
Right.
Ignites the bear, and you see this thing singe and start to burn away. Catches fire. Takes roughly like 30 seconds or so. Nothing strange happens. It burns, and the stuffing inside, which was a white cottony-like substance.
Why are you saying it like that?
Cottony-like substance?
Yeah.
Like widow's whale, John?
I was actually going to make the
Like it's
joke,
full
let's
of
cut it
widow's-
open and see what it's made
no.
of. But I thought that was a bit harsh when she was talking about it like a person.
Is it full of widow's whale, John?
Funny. It was.
As the bear continues to burn, and you see.
Do we get a scent going? Do we get a
Yeah,
scent
there would
from
be-
this
We've,
shit?
we've burnt this plant before, haven't we?
We know it smells like burnt ambrosia.
Mm-hmm. And it does. And for all of the people who are here, we need to make a very wonderful Constitution saving throw.
+4.
Sorry, you're included now.
Oh, now I'm included. Thanks.
Con, you said?
Nope.
You gotta be fucking joking. No. Oh, okay.
You said
Is this
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
charms, diseases, frightens, or poisons?
Against a disease.
So everyone has advantage who's in a 10 foot of me.
Yeah, I'll take that.
There's no way.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you.
Sarah, are you including anyone not sitting at the table within your 10 feet of protection?
All of our
There's-
companions.
Including the 3 children?
Yes.
All right. That's good. The 3 adults passed, and Grimdar passed. Little Bran, little Nina.
We got an
Alright.
additional +4, right?
Dirty 20.
Donkey rolled with it.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
23.
24.
Chum?
17.
Cool.
What is your plus? I have 24 on my own.
Cool.
And then
Plus 4 would be
Yeah.
28. 12. I rolled 2 2s.
Thankfully, you're a paladin, but
Yeah.
still.
He's a mute.
Yeah.
Jump on that grenade again.
I mean, I will tell you that as this bear begins to burn and this odor of ambrosia hits you, for pretty much all of you, you recognize this comparable scent to when you have burned Widow's Wail in the past. And even Iris and Serenity and Sabrina look like petrified that this happened, that this is a sudden development in what otherwise seemed like an innocuous little bear. And for you, there is not the same sensation of immediacy where you recognize this scent. And it's an effervescent thing where it feels almost like, I mean, it's a weird visual to describe, but when you remember what if you were like a child and you plucked the like white puffy forms of a dandelion after it's already died, it would spread into the air like that, igniting, so it would look like small sparks dotting into the sky and bursting with little plumage.
Like spores going off.
And for you, it would at first feel confusing since you've never witnessed this before. I would say that that would be why constitutionally you don't instinctively think to protect yourself against this. Most of you cover your mouths or turn away. For you, you take a deep inhalation, just non-consequentially thinking about it. And you feel something vile, like wriggling in your throat. Like you swallowed something that was moving. And compulsively, because you're a paladin, and to me, conceptually, I think the immunity is best demonstrated by the notion of as these spore-like fungal growths enter in through your nasal cavity and start to descend down your throat, you instinctively cough and spew out from you what would look like very thin, almost like striations of comparable to when we've seen the roots of Widow's Wail, thin, little, dark, awfully putrid smelling like fetid vines out of your mouth.
like the ones that I vomited during the ritual.
Yes, exactly like this.
Oh, that's not good. We were told there's good ones and bad
Straight
ones.
onto the ground, and as they strike the ground...
Oh, no.
Well, mixed in with your saliva as they strike onto the ground, they would snap. Not like a dead branch or anything. Almost more, I guess, describing like burst.
Like a rubber band kind of?
Yeah, like snap and, you know, or almost comparably to like a shard of glass that would fall and snap into a dozen pieces. And it would crystallize into like a dark black mirror laid there on the ground before you.
Spit it out, spit it out, spit it out.
Yeah,
John.
you would feel like you got it all out. Yes, Sarah.
Knowing now that this is Widow's Wail,
Mm-hmm.
when I cast Speak with Plants earlier,
Mm-hmm.
would I have heard anything when we were questioning this bear?
Mm-hmm. It would have been intentionally quiet.
Okay.
Sincerely. That's why when you were like, it's 10 feet, I was like, okay. Or it's centered around you. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
30 feet around you. But like it's well, it's got a sentience to it, you know, already. It doesn't need to be imbued with it. And as it breaks and hits the ground, Nina would give out a soft little chuckle. Oh. Oh well.
I think we need to move everyone away from this area quickly.
Did anyone breathe it in?
I mean, the three adults would look around and shake their head and, pull away like cloths or the pieces of their clothing that they had used to cover their mouths. And, Bran would have obviously also gone like that impulsively, and Grimdar's just...
Yep, being Grimdar.
I forgot to breathe. So I'm okay. And then Bran looked at him and goes, breathe now. No, in. Now out. Alright, good job, Grimdar. Uh-huh. Thanks, Bran. Alright, we're safe. Jesus Christ.
So, I obviously couldn't encapsulate it, but as it was burning, I would have liked to keep Mystic Hand kind of like a U shape, so that way I have what remains, like the ashes.
Sure.
Holding on to them.
Sure, absolutely. I would say that it would smell like,
I'm not sniffing it.
Again, you have a passive perception. In regards of contextually, you would get the odor of the burnt fur that the composition was the bear made of.
Okay.
But, that smell of the ambrosia would have plumed and gone away.
Okay.
With the concession of the fire. And Nina would, kind of stand up on her own and dust herself off. Now, where are we going?
I'll gesture to the black mirror thing now on the ground. I think we gotta go. Whatever that is not going to be good later, and I don't want to be here to find out.
Smash it.
I'm gonna stomp it.
Yeah, again, it's like 1,000 small little crystalline pieces like that, and you start smushing it, with your boot.
Deeper into the clay.
Deeper into the clay.
Delivery! I didn't say bury.
We should go now.
All right, yeah.
Where exactly are we heading?
Anywhere else?
The Vanguard has to lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would see that they've packed up and are, all having donned their armor and prepared themselves. Amelia would look back over at everybody over here, collected, and just gesture, and we'll start exploring. There is the opening to the southeast, and we'll most likely utilize Luna as a scout. While in her wild shape, she'll take the form of something small.
Be careful.
And she would just look back over at you. Yeah, thanks. I was thinking a spider.
That's what I was when the thing happened.
Uh-huh.
I got taken out by a centipede.
You lost to a centipede?
Yeah. Well, I technically it was a draw, but the centipede died and I turned into this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, I got something.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Thanks, though. Yeah, they start, heading towards the southeast and exit from this cavern, and continuation, and you guys are left here with the other children and the 3 adults who are still with you, with
6
Iris.
adults.
3 adults and 3 children. The 3 adults go over, and Sabrina, Iris, and Serenity go over and look at the Goliath boy, and he walks back over the cart and picks it up again and is like, yeah, no problem, I got this. The 3 adults start corralling the other children, who are obviously pretty much better behaved than the 3 little orphans that we've got here with us, and they start heading towards the southeast exit. And the 3 orphans are here with you guys, and Grimdar and Bran are...
Got him like a dog walker at this point.
Yeah, all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to carry him?
I find that offensive.
No, I've got them.
Can you take care of all 3 of them?
And I'll take one leash and hand it to Nesgrim. You can take Grimdar. You got him.
Alright.
I can't drag him.
Alright, Grimdar.
It's tied around his waist, and he just looks up at you. Oh, it's Nesgrim. You're my bodyguard.
Sure, you're my bodyguard, buddy.
Okay. I need that hammer, then.
You have it.
Oh!
I let you keep it.
Bran, where's my hammer? And Bran's just like...
How you've been
Here you
tied
go,
up the
buddy.
whole time.
I love how you looked at Paul and said that.
Because it's him.
You see a small
Everything is brand
starts floating out from behind his back and just floats over in Grimdar's direction. And he just takes it in two hands. All right.
Make sure to not let go of that again.
Never letting go.
That.
It's better this way. It's better this way.
Yep. Never let it go.
Be very safe and ready. Bunk if anything bad comes his way.
If you see me swing my sword at a thing, be prepared to swing your hammer at that thing.
Grimdar will remember that forever.
not at me or my sword, but the thing I am trying to hit with my sword.
Grimdar understands.
That is somehow more worrying than if you didn't.
Grimdar will remember this.
We gotta get going.
Grimdar will not forget.
Grimdar never forgets.
Yeah, I mean, Grimdar just kind of like starts lumbering forward. Like very penguin style waddle towards the southeast exit, and you know, you got the other two kids, so.
Yeah.
So there's...
I mean, genuinely, Iris, Serenity, and Sabrina have the other, like, 12.
So it's just this whole group in charge of these 3 troublesome children.
Yeah, I figured
and somehow that's enough.
I figured that was enough, and that's the easier way to do it.
You said the Ganassi boy took up the cart.
No, the Goliath.
Yeah, the Goliath
boy.
kid. Yeah.
To be fair, these are the bad ones.
Effectively, yeah. Like, all the other kids are, like, very well behaved, much more innocent and sweethearted. But, yeah, I mean, if you start letting the 2 kids, would you have them behind you or in front of you?
Oh, they're in front, like a dog walker.
Gotta watch front. Right. Yeah, no. I guess, like, you know, they look back at you and you give them a little mush.
Oh, I'll push down his little goggles that he's got, yeah.
Yeah, his little night vision goggles. These are really nice. Thanks. And he starts walking, and Nina starts, you know, at first slowly walking as though she's still, like, upset or bothered. And then, you know, like 15, 20 steps, as we start going to the southeast, you just see her slightly, like, perk up suddenly and then start skipping and humming.
She's gotta go.
Yeah. And I think with just her humming, I would say, oh, Felix, since you're the one walking them, you would hear her just singing sincerely, "We're off to see the wizard."
Oh no.
I'm there.
Oh no. That's really bad. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh. He's not even a real wizard. He's just a man behind the curtain. He's a barbarian behind the curtain.
Well, thank you guys very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did.
I hope you enjoyed it more than we did.
I hope you enjoyed it even more than we did.
Halloween's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I think that, as long as everybody's fine with streaming on Halloween.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Very good. We will not be live Friday for Doris for a bit, but we'll be live next Monday for the City of Oshuamp. Sarah and I will be live on Thursday on the other channel for some more Kirby. So we'll see you then, and then we'll see you next Monday. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful evening.